The cleaning lady at my work, she's like about to walk into a situation. I was like, no. Don't go in there. And she's like, she's in the same situation.
Okay.
Yeah. She didn't know a lot of English, so I was like, el smelio. I don't know my Spanish, but I'm like, explosión de las nalgas. She understood that.
We're in first place in the frickin' Idiot League.
The Idiots Talk Sports Show. Sports talk. Funny and uncensored.
Good Sunday, everybody. Coming to you from the On the Border studios here in Oklahoma City. This is the Idiots Talk Sports. I'm Chance Del Fuego, and with me, I've got a special guest today. I've got Big Paul with me. No Drunk Tim today. Drunk Tim's out today, but I've got Big Paul with me, and we are going to talk sports. We've actually got some exciting things happening today. We're going to have the opportunity to speak with Nostradamus and get his thoughts on a few things coming up. And you know he never makes a mistake. He gets it right every single time. So we're going to hear from him today. We're also going to get updates. We've got the Grandmaster Championship of the Universe going on right now in chess. I know you're hanging on the edge of your seat, wanting to know who's going to win that. We got those coming on and so much more today. But something we want to start off with is...
Oh, wait, before you get into that,
okay.
I want to thank you for having me on the show, first of all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So I've been listening to the show. I'm actually a big fan.
Nice.
Yeah.
Glad you're on. Thank you.
I'm kind of a fanboy.
A fanboy.
Yeah. But you know what is really cool about the show? I've listened to it. You guys are actually like, it's entertaining and educational. And I've kind of likened you guys to like the Carl Sagan and Julia Childs of football.
Oh, no! Yeah.
It's kind of a PBS, you
Right.
know, because you learn a little something. You know,
Good.
sometimes it's not just sports either. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least, I was. You said PBS. I was thinking Mr. Rogers, but that doesn't really. I don't feel like I'm Mr. Rogers, and Drunk Tim's definitely not even close to Mr. Rogers. What if Mr. Rogers was Drunk Tim though? Like, what if he came out like that?
Like he's an alter ego?
I don't think he would switch to a sweater. I think, like, okay, if you went into his apartment.
Mr. Rogers or Drunk Tim?
Let's go to Drunk Tim's neighborhood for a second.
Okay.
I hope he listens this week. Yeah, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. He comes, won't you be mine? He's walking by and he's got like the little puppets and stuff talking to him, but they're a little raggedy. They smell.
Okay. All right.
They smell of different chemicals. We'll just leave it at that.
I think you could make a, that would be a fun, I would watch that show, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. I would.
Watch him talk to his cats. You know.
He has cats?
He has two. He has two cats.
Oh, he's mentioned that on the show.
Yeah. He's got a couple of cats.
I think he mentioned that on the show. I've listened to, amazingly, quite a bit of it. But anyway, it's really entertaining, so I'm really happy to be on the show.
Glad you're on. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So let's start off. Let's get right. Well, and, before I forget, we've got a new sponsor out there. It's grandmatch.com. So if you ever get an opportunity, check them out. It's grandmatch.com. Finally, the pressure is off. Grandmatch.com. So yesterday, college football. Let's start with I'm so biased. The Oklahoma Sooners taking on the mighty Kansas Jayhawks. Joke's on us. Kansas will retaliate in basketball soon. So we got the big win. But the Oklahoma Sooners down in Norman in the frigid tundra. Just kidding, there was no snow. But they go ahead and defeat.
It was cold, though.
It was freaking cold out there. They go and defeat the Kansas Jayhawks 55-40. And I'm just going to say I was at a particular establishment that the rule is every time Oklahoma scores, you get a free shot. So I was doing pretty good last night.
Oh, you didn't say free earlier.
Free shot.
Wow.
So now you're intrigued. Like, where is this place?
Right.
And
very generous.
When does OU play again?
Right.
Which is next Saturday, by the way, on the road, West Virginia. Yeah, 55-40, OU wins, and that's a lot of shots. 55 points. It's not for each point; it's just for each score.
Sure.
And you can tell the bartenders hate their lives every time OU scores. But
is it just
it's great though.
Is it just for a touchdown score, or
it's for a touchdown or field goal?
Either
one. It just counts as a score.
Okay.
So yeah. But yeah,
So they get the touchdown, they get the extra points.
Nah, not the extra point. It's all just the one score.
Okay.
They don't even have time. There's so many people. Like, there's not time. You couldn't do it for extra points and things. It would just be. They'd be losing their dang minds. They're already hating life.
Yeah.
Because when OU scores, everybody's like, ah!
Oh, yeah.
And you just see it on their face like there's PTSD in the bartender's face. Like, shit. Get the jug ready.
They need to pick a different team.
Oh.
Like, how's Baylor doing,
Right. Yeah. Yeah. How's SMU or University?
Guess that wouldn't be very popular.
Yeah, University of Central Oklahoma or the community college or something.
Right.
Yeah. Right, how are they doing?
The Broncos.
But Kyler Murray, not a great passing day, but didn't really need it. He's 21 of 32 passing, 272 yards, throws a couple of touchdowns, throws a pick, oddly enough, against Kansas. That was weird. But it's 97.2 QBR, which is pretty good. He also ran the ball. Again, that's where he really shows his skills and talents, man. The guy ran the ball 8 times, 99 yards, 3 touchdowns. So 2 touchdowns passing, 3 touchdowns running. Just a great day for Kyler Murray and, of course, the Oklahoma Sooners. Kennedy Brooks, man, what a bright shining star. The starting running back for OU got hurt early in the season. Rodney Anderson. It was kind of like, oh God, the apocalypse is coming. But they just keep spewing out. They're like cloning running backs at OU. This guy's a freshman. He's like 3rd on the depth chart. And Kennedy Brooks runs the ball 25 times, 171 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, it was just,
wow.
It's just like insert someone else. I think we made the joke last week or 2 weeks ago, like take the guy from the concession stands and put him out in the field and he'll run wherever he wants to go.
The O-line.
I know, man. Oddly enough, OU didn't have any 100-yard receivers yesterday. That's not normal. Normally they've got, usually Hollywood or CeeDee Lamb gets a 100-yard day, but nothing real notable from the receiving standpoint. I think OU was really trying to run the ball and get out of there a decent hour last night and the cold. Lincoln Riley's real thin. Sometimes the cold, I mean, it just kind of, with the wind too, it's so windy. Golly, it's so windy yesterday. It was terrible.
Did you mention Vic on KU?
I did not.
It says here, I was just reading, it says here that he had a rushing for a career high 252 yards.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. OU's defense sucks. This just in. But yeah, he did. OU hasn't stopped the run all year. We saw that.
Army.
Up close and personal, well, not personal, but Army comes in, you're like, Army, and they just run all over us the entire game and have to go into overtime to win the thing. So all year, OU's defense has been absolutely terrible, and their offense is great, defense is terrible, so that's what we're left with. They're exciting to watch, but I don't know that it's championship worthy, but still fun to watch. And then, of course, the big game next week against West Virginia on the road up in the Hillbilly Mountains with the tooth whistle. Isn't that what we called it? We get the tooth whistling out from the stands. They're like the meth whistle.
Right, yeah.
From the Hillbillies. Do they do the banjos in the stands there? Or Mississippi State, they got the cowbells. Did you know that? Like the fans in Mississippi, for Mississippi State.
Oh, yeah.
They just rattle cowbells the whole time. You're like... I mean, it's incredibly distracting. Like, damn it, we're trying to run a play here, guys.
Right.
And
Need
more cowbell.
There would be people that brought cowbells to like my kids' football game, and right by your ear. I'm like, oh my gosh, just yell. That's so lazy.
You know how you can retaliate if that really annoys you? What were those things called from that one World Cup like years ago? Vuvuzelas, those really loud, weird sounding things from South Africa when the World Cup or whatever was down there. Oh, find one of those and retaliate with that. Every time they're doing the cowbell, just right in their face.
I really wanted to have an air horn.
Air horn is good too.
Yeah.
Oh, graduations. I've dealt with a couple of graduations now, and they always. What's up, Ruben?
All right. Everything's good?
Everything's awesome. They always warn people with letters and things like, "Hey, don't bring air horns to the graduation," and people always bring air horns to the graduation. So
Right.
I don't know.
That's human nature.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't bring air horns to the graduation. Oh. Well, crap, I wasn't planning on it, but now, damn it, I'm going to go get me an air horn.
I hate to put us in a situation where we're a lawless society, but, it's like whenever they tear down goalposts and stuff, it's like at some point, don't we just accept that that's going to happen?
Yeah, right.
People get bent out of shape about stuff like that.
They do. Oh, man. One person gets run over by a gang of students and, loses one of their livers. And, people just...
What?
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just making up stuff. Some people that have been run over.
This just in.
I didn't
know it was a news moment.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, things like that happen. It's going to, but whatever.
Yeah.
Like, no, we should just stand there and be like, yes, we are accepting of this victory. Fantastic job, people.
Right.
Great.
I like it to be loud, but I also don't like to lose my hearing,
There's moments like that you remember for the rest of your life, though. Good, bad, or indifferent. Mm-hmm. When it's such a great win that the people storm, whether it's the basketball court or the people storm and take down the goalpost because it was such a great win. That's something you remember for the rest of your life.
Right.
I've been to several OU games. The one I remember the most was we had Sam Bradford as our quarterback. We were the underdogs at home against Texas Tech that year. Texas Tech was like undefeated. They were supposed to, take on the world, win the national championship. And Bob Stoops had kind of come out in the press conference and said, and I know he was just trying to spark the crowd, but he was like, yeah, our fans, I don't know that they're that loud. It's not that much of a home field advantage.
Yeah.
So, of course, I was there. We were there. It was packed, and it was loud. It was nuts. That was when the whole jump around thing started, like when they started playing jump up and get down. Everybody in the stands are jumping up and down. You can feel the entire stadium like you moving. I mean, it was just insane. OU destroys them. It's not even close. Like, they just kill Texas Tech. Bradford goes around and high fives the crowd all the way around the stadium. I mean, I'll never forget that moment. I mean, we didn't storm the field that night, but dude, it's like moments like that. You're like,
yeah.
I'm going to remember that for the rest of my life. That was so awesome,
Yeah, and I think on the flip side of that is when people get like bent out of shape over seemingly small stuff like that field goal thing, or it's like when people throw oranges out when they're going to the Orange Bowl. Right?
Oh yeah.
It's like, well, I've never heard anybody complain, but I can just see somebody going, somebody has to pick all that up.
Oh, there's always who's going to clean this up? That's our tax dollars. There's always that person.
Yeah.
Yes. Those oranges could have gone to the needy. Yeah, I don't, just dang it, vitamin C. Yeah, something. Anyway.
So were you surprised at the score on the OU Kansas game?
Yeah, OU was favored by 34.5 going in. I felt like that was a bit high. OU's not going to get up for Kansas. This is just human nature. You're not going to go into the Kansas game going, okay, we're going to show the world tonight that we can beat the shit out of these guys. They're just human beings like everybody else. They're like, okay, it's a night game. It's fucking cold. It's windy against a team we're supposed to beat. let's just kind of get this over with and move on with our lives. I mean, it's just human nature. And so, yeah, so the fact that they won by only 15, I mean, I could have called that. I have a rule for myself. I don't ever bet on OU games. It's just too much emotion involved. You start adding money to the mix, and
Well, that tells me you've lost at least once.
At least once. many years ago.
That's what that means.
And
In translation, you lost a big bet.
But as a guy that looks sometimes now at spreads and things because it's becoming more legalized, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here looking at 34.5 points, just like there is no way in hell OU is going to cover. They could if they wanted to, but I know that there's no way in hell they're going to cover that.
Well, I mean, they're saying this guy, Puka Williams, that's his
Puka.
name? Puka, which is awesome.
It went
I don't know if that's a Winnie the Pooh character, but he got some national attention at that game on the Kansas side.
Yeah, well, and that's pretty rare for a Kansas player to only against OU. We're just like, hey, just go show off your talents against us. We're Olay. Freaking OU, man. We'll see how that goes next week. I know they'll be up for that West Virginia game, so we'll see how that goes. Oklahoma State, they defeated West Virginia, which I guess in the grand scheme of things does hurt the whole OU stuff, all that, who's going to get into this Final Four stuff. But great win for the Oklahoma State Cowboys yesterday, as they beat West Virginia 45-41 in Stillwater. West Virginia was ranked 9th. Now I don't know how far back they'll get kicked back for that loss. Taylor Cornelius, he's 30 of 46 for 338 yards and 5 touchdown passes. I need to look up his season stats. He seems like he's got a lot of games where he's got a lot of touchdowns. He's got to be up there he's just throwing a ton of touchdowns. He's running for a lot of touchdowns too. But he also makes a lot of mistakes. I mean, he threw 2 picks yesterday and ran the ball 13 times for over 100 yards, 106 yards and a touchdown. So 5 touchdowns passing, 1 touchdown rushing for Taylor Cornelius, and damn, that's pretty much all their touchdowns. He accounted for almost like all their touchdowns. Wow.
They were down by 10 with like 4 minutes left.
They were. They had to come back to win that. They got that last minute, that drive. It was nice. It was a good win for them. Chuba Hubbard, whatever the hell his name is. Chuba?
Chupacabra?
Yeah, Chupacabra Hubbard. Dude, Chupacabra. I think we've talked about Chupacabra before. Have you ever heard of Chupacabra before, Big Paul?
No.
Chupacabra. Chupa means to suck, like the act of sucking.
Oh, you talked about it on the show.
We have talked about it on the show once before, but in Spanish, chupa is chupa is the act of sucking.
Right.
Chupacabra is this mysterious creature that lurks at night. If you ever see anybody coming, like if somebody comes to work and they've got like a big hickey on their neck,
right,
they were attacked by Chupacabra.
Oh, really? Is this like a real, like the boogeyman, like in Mexico, the boogeyman type stuff? Like an urban myth or something? Chupacabra.
Well, we mentioned it because there was a small, I think it was the UCO paper or something up north that was saying that out in Deer Creek, a Chupacabra was spotted. But it was just like this deal.
I wonder if that.
It's a dog.
I wonder if that was started by. I wonder if that was started by a promiscuous husband who didn't want to. You know what I mean?
Right.
Didn't want to fess up.
Honey, it was Chupacabra. I swear.
Right.
We were camping.
Oh no, I know you.
We were camping, and I didn't feel like sleeping in the tent. I just open air. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, sucky time.
Chupa.
He's just trying to get out of trouble. But how did that come up in sports? I can't even remember.
The guy's name is Chuba or Chuba Hubbard.
Oh, right.
And so it's close to the word chupa. So I don't know.
What were you wondering about Cornelius, by the way?
Yeah, his
how many
season
total
stats, like
season stats?
where he ranks, like he's got to be up there, man. He keeps putting up a bunch of yards, a lot of touchdowns, and lots of mistakes, but still, he's getting the numbers, man. It's got to be up there. Hubbard, he rushes the ball 26 times, 134 yards, No touchdowns because, he wasn't Taylor Cornelius. So he wasn't getting the love. Top receiver was, it's 420 somewhere. It was Dylan Stoner. The Stoner was the top receiver yesterday. That's the little guy. Nine receptions, 127 yards, and no touchdowns for him either. So let's see. Looks like right now,
Total touchdowns.
Total passing touchdowns. He's got 28 passing touchdowns, 3,461 yards passing, and then running the ball. 333 yards and 8 touchdowns on the ground for a quarterback. That's crazy. So 28 passing, 8 rushing. That's accounting for a lot of touchdowns for a quarterback. So that's pretty solid. And then the top receiver, the guy's just a beast. And I did look up his stats because I know he's having a hell of a year. Tylan Wallace, he's got 7 receptions, 62 yards, and 2 touchdowns yesterday. But for the season, he's got 75 receptions, 1,344 yards, and 11 touchdowns. Which, by the way, is better than, what's the guy that went to the NFL last year from OSU? This is one of those moments where it's like, if I don't have it, it ain't out there. No, what's his name? He went to the Steelers. Oh my gosh. Anyway, this guy's stats are even better than that guy's from last year at Oklahoma State. This guy could possibly be James Washington. Thank you. God, this is great. And
Research department.
yeah, I know. Normally I would hear, well, I don't have cable. I'm just kidding. So 1,344 yards, but his stats right now are beyond James Washington's numbers last year, who was up for the Biletnikoff for the top receiver in the country award. So he's got to be right there. He's having a great year. But the Stoner won the day as far as the most yards yesterday for Oklahoma State. I just want to say the name Stoner as many times as I can. His name's Dylan Stoner. And he won't go pro, so this is the highest level he'll achieve football-wise.
That's common when you're addicted to cannabis.
Well, cannabis, it helps with a lot of things, but performance-enhancing drug it is not.
Right.
So...
nobody argues that.
It doesn't make you run faster. Mm-hmm. You certainly don't catch the ball better all of a sudden.
You don't really want to even... Sometimes you don't even want to leave the house.
Yeah, you might even start to fatten up a little bit just because,
munchies.
The damn munchies.
Right.
And he's only 5'8" or something. He's a wee little guy. So, anyway, maybe he can become a mascot or somewhere.
Be a Patriot.
He could be a Patriot, man. They do. They look for the shortest white guys on the planet, and they're like, you could be a receiver for us. I promise. It's true. Other college football action yesterday. Let's just get this out of the way. The SEC sucks. I hate the SEC in this regards, and it's their scheduling. This is the week where they play some lame-ass team out of conference some online school that they put together.
Like the Citadel?
Well, the Citadel's on online school. The Citadel. Alabama takes on the Citadel, which is okay, fine. Whatever.
You're saying...
But they got no business taking on the Citadel. Citadel can't play football. There's a lot of things they could do great. They're top-notch and blah, blah, blah. But Alabama knows that this is an easy win. We'll put in our third string and get out of here.
I wish the University of Phoenix would get...
They should.
Some kind of mascot,
They
something.
should. Oh, yeah.
Even if they don't have an actual team, they could fake one.
ITT Technical Institute.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Or Trump University.
Yes, Trump University needs a football team and a mascot. It would be the single greatest.
Look at these hands. They can throw a football, okay? I'm just saying. Huge hands.
I love it.
Huge.
I love it. Number 3, Notre Dame continues their dominance. Actually, this was the big game where this was going to tell whether they were going to get in this playoff thing or not, or be serious contenders. And they consistently show up when they take on teams that are like ranked pretty high. They always show up. It's when they play teams they're supposed to destroy. Sometimes you can tell they're taking the day off. But Notre Dame, number 3 in the country, takes on Syracuse, who is also ranked. Matter of fact, either that was the game of the week or almost the game of the week. But they destroy Syracuse, 36-3. And I mean, that was that was the last team that was supposed to have a shot at beating Notre Dame on their schedule. They face USC next week, but USC sucks now. And
Syracuse was the one that took Clemson.
yes, Syracuse took Clemson down to the wire. They've had some great wins. Syracuse is a really good team. That's why we thought, Notre Dame, man, they better show up, and they did. And so it's on now. So Notre Dame moves on. Number 4, Michigan beats Indiana 31-20. Number 5, Georgia. So all the top teams stay secure. No big upsets or anything. Georgia beats. There's another SEC thing. Georgia takes on the University of Massachusetts. Jeez, they're better at math, probably, or building a business somewhere. You know, they're like, let's do some advertising. Oh God, we got to run a play. Like, golly, they beat UMass 66-27. Anyway, interesting game yesterday in the Big Ten. You have the wife beaters versus the player killers. You have Ohio State versus the University of Maryland. Number 10, Ohio State. We've got no love for either one of those universities. Just to catch you up, Big Paul. Ohio State. You got this look on your face like, oh my God, why did you call them that? Ohio State has the assistant coach that over many years with the has, I guess, had like domestic violence issues or concerns.
Over many years? How does that happen over many years?
Decades.
Yeah, well, since 2009 officially.
With the same wife or
Same
something?
wife, oh yeah. Well, but it finally came out this year, and Ohio State, the head coach, it all been kind of covered up. And so that's why I say Ohio State.
How is that a thing that continues? I don't understand. Like, after stage 1, like, okay, something comes out in the news. She's like, okay, I just need to tell everybody this man is beating me, or whatever the news is, and then everybody's like, okay, we'll note that.
Well,
We'll see you in 10 years. And
There were police reports, and then it was like it just I don't know. It got swept under the rug.
Who's the guy that was beating the kids?
Beating the kids?
Yeah, remember beating kids. There was a controversy about beating his kids. The football player,
Adrian Peterson.
Yeah. It's like okay, we heard that happen once.
Yeah.
If it was a big enough deal. I'm not saying I know
and he got shamed. I mean, he
Yeah.
had to do the full Game of Thrones. He had to walk through all of Texas naked, and then there's the ding shame, ding shame.
But why would you bring it back up? Like years later, he's like, by the way, just so everybody knows, I'm still spanking my kids. Like, just play football.
He probably just keeps that under wraps. Yeah. He's just like.
But the wife thing.
So how do you feel about your game next week? Well, the game seems like it's going to go well. And by the way, I'm still beating my kids.
Right.
And he does like the double bird. That'd be a way to go out if you're. I don't know.
Anyway, the part of the story that interests me is that there's continued domestic violence, known domestic violence with this story.
Well, maybe not anymore. They've now divorced. I mean, they divorced like it was 2 or 3 years ago. But of course, the reports start popping up, and it's like now the questions are being asked. It's like, ixnay on the domestic abuse, and it was just like, and anyway,
weird.
Yeah.
That would be like if they let Bill Cosby out and he just, kept Cosbying up the pudding in the Jello pudding.
You looking mighty fine, Droop.
Droop.
Yeah.
That was the act of him putting the roopie in.
Yeah. Well, and then
I have not paid enough attention to that Cosby thing.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about it because I know that it's got to be. I've watched a short video of him kind of creepily, proudly talking about what he did.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is weird.
Oh, and I read somewhere he does have an upcoming show coming from prison
That's not true.
called Women Say the Darndest Things. Can I have another Tecate, please? And yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. But no, I'm kidding.
Okay, no.
That was funnier in my head. I'm sitting there thinking, because he used to do the Kids Say the Darndest
No, I get
Things
it.
show.
I get it. Yeah, that
So
was very fun. I ruined it because I was shocked. I thought maybe, I don't know. Stuff is so crazy. You never
Women
know.
say the darndest things.
If
like,
I told you-
hosted by Bill Cosby.
If I told you Donald Trump was going to have a reality show in the White House, there's a bit of you that's going to believe it, right?
No, that's true. You're right. No,
Yeah.
I'd be like, damn it, that might be something there.
Yeah.
All right.
Netflix
It'll
show.
be the greatest show.
I'm going to invite Bill out. Okay, full pardon, Bill. Full pardon. Okay, because I understand. You got to grab him by the cooter. Why hasn't this,
I know.
why hasn't this happened? That's a marriage made in heaven right there.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby and Donald Trump.
Well, we've now spoken it into existence, so
It'll happen.
funny how these things work out.
Bring. Bill, don't worry about a thing. I got your back. I have full authority to pardon anyone and everyone. I understand, being in a celebrity situation.
Well, the domestic abusers beat the player killers 52-51 in overtime. Ohio State against Maryland, just edging them out. They wanted it just slightly more than Maryland, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of an odd game. Speaking of like hashtag Me Too and stuff, the Idaho Vandals were completely abused by the Florida Gators yesterday. My mind's now just like gone.
So the Gators are part of the Me Too
Yeah,
movement?
Florida Gators 63-10 take
Man.
on the Fighting Potatoes of Idaho.
I bet down in New Orleans, there's probably some Gators that wished they could join that movement. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Me too.
me too.
Rawr. Gets lonely down in New
Yeah, we're
Orleans.
just like this because we're ornery. It's the
That's 'cause of what I was-
Medulla oblongata.
Because of what I was wearing. I
No,
had
that
it. I
that
had it.
sounds too much like the damn bear from the Muppets, the security bear.
Hey, boss.
Oh man!
So the alligators got
See, you bring a different element to this show.
right.
I can. It's like with drunk tip. I mean, I can bounce
Yeah.
off of like I just things just pop in my head. I'm like, oh my god, the Muppets.
Right.
know?
It's a different dynamic. I just have to keep up more with the sports.
The actual sports aspect. Oh, and with that said, do we have an update on our Grandmaster Championship going on right now?
Oh yeah, actually, I'm gonna keep us updated. We're watching real closely.
Okay.
Let's see. Yes, we're looking at the Lagrave Vidyagov Grand Master Championship right now. Right.
Yeah.
Last move happened about 2 hours ago. Lagrave moved his bishop to f5.
No.
Yeah, f5. Vidyagov is still staring at the board. So
Whoa.
we're waiting on his move. I'm going to keep you updated. I'm watching closely. He may make a move anytime now. If something comes in, I'm gonna let you know. Okay.
You can. Thank you for that.
Riveting.
Yeah. Back to you, Chance.
Thank you for that. You can feel the tension between the two players.
You can. It's in the room.
Yes.
The crowd is utterly silent.
They are.
Actual audio.
That's right. All right. So just some other scores from yesterday. Mississippi State. They abused Arkansas, the Razorbacks, 52-6. But those are actually two SEC teams, so that was the exception to the rule yesterday. Clemson destroys Duke, 35. It was a really boring day of college football, just because the matchups were absolutely terrible. I mean, there just wasn't any great games or matchups yesterday. So even with our own local example of OU Kansas, so and like I said, Kansas, they'll get their revenge in basketball here in a couple of months. So whatever. Texas Number 15 down in Austin. That was a big game in the Big 12 yesterday. They take on Iowa State, who's had a great year. Texas ranked 15th. Iowa State ranked 16th. Texas is able to beat them 24-10 down in Austin, and it's kind of a good win for them. I thought Iowa State would play a little better. They've had a great year, but Texas destroy them. The Shorthorns get the win, and if we're able to beat West Virginia next week, that's probably the likely opponent for the Big 12 championship game coming up. So rematch of the obvious OU-Texas game that we've lost, our one loss. So, hey, get a shot at redeeming ourselves, right?
Yeah.
And then UCF, number 11, University of Central Florida. They are still undefeated after defeating number 24, Cincinnati, 38-13. Here's the crap on the University of Central Florida. Okay, afterwards they asked Josh Heupel, former OU quarterback, now head coach for UCF, and he's just like, yeah, this is a big win for us. You know, I guess it's the stuff you're supposed to say, but just stop pretending like you're a real contender. You could not face any of these other top, like these teams that we were mentioning in these top 10 scores. You would not face them and even give it a fair match, a fair game. You defeating, just because this particular week Cincinnati was ranked 24th, doesn't mean that you are now ready to take on the big boys. Cincinnati is another small school, small team. You'd get run over. So they're like, oh, we want our respect. And then, yes, UCF is annoying. Remember, UCF last year went undefeated because they still had the same. Some of your schedule you can control. Some of your schedule you can't control because you're in whatever conference. But stop playing this crappy schedule, and then at the end of the year, like they did their own national championship. They weren't awarded one, but they did their own little parade and everything down in Orlando. That's where they're located. And it's just like, just stop. This isn't a participation trophy. Just stop already. My God. And so you almost get the feeling that that's going to happen again. They'll probably go to whatever bowl game they go to. The team that they face is not going to want to be there because they made it to that bowl because they lost to somebody. And they're not going to be real inspired. It's just
what does this mean?
It looks like a fan's sign. Does CFP instead of college football playoff? It says college football Ponzi scheme, and then it's got
a guy with some.
It's kind of the Monopoly guy,
right?
But like
he's fat.
The Costello Monopoly guy.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Abbott and Costello, but it's the Costello Monopoly guy. I mean, some interesting drawing there. But I just don't understand why anybody from Central Florida would think that they are on the same level as a Notre Dame. And I'm not a fan of Notre Dame. So, anyway, it's just stupid. Like, just stop already. Accept who you are. Oh, man. Yeah, big-time football win with their victory over the mighty Cincinnati Bearcats. Little Bearcat. I don't know. Anyway.
Have you lost respect for Josh Heupel?
No, I feel like he's just doing his job. Like, he has to promote his team. He's got to,
You say it like he's...
But it's just annoying, though, man. It's just, like, it just is stupid. Like, they shouldn't be considered on the same level.
I mean, but you almost say it as if though you're almost saying it as if though it's not genuine. You think it's genuine on his part? Surely it has to be. You have to support your team.
Sure. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sure they think they're really good, but I don't know. You put them in the Big 12 right now. I bet you they're not undefeated.
You know, it's been a while since I've seen Josh Heupel. Does he still look like a fat Justin Timberlake?
I haven't seen a picture of him in a while, honestly.
I gotta see that.
Okay, Google images. All right, while you're looking that up.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, fat Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
If Justin Timberlake put on about 100 pounds.
That is. He used to be semi-athletic.
Yeah, he was great. I mean, I really did enjoy watching him play.
Yeah.
Because even though he was not, a bigger, one of your bigger quarterbacks, he wasn't afraid to run the ball.
Yeah, he wasn't. No, he had some good runs. He wasn't the fastest of guys, but he was just great at deciding like to make the play and stuff like that. He would just make plays and keep things going. So, and talking about making things go.
Yeah.
There's a whole world out there where you've got grandmothers without grandchildren. With great kids.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is a okay, right.
Sorry,
I got it. Yeah, no,
I'm totally
you've
jacking
got
this
it.
up.
No,
for sponsorship, I'm jacking it up.
If somebody pays you, though, it's got to segue.
It's got to segue naturally.
Okay, but you're doing great. I'm sorry.
No, it's
got to pay the bills.
You all listening out there, are you tired of nagging your kids to procreate? Wish they could just quit being lesbians and happy? Are you starting to stare creepily at random kids at the supermarket, wanting to bake them some fresh cookies? Mm-hmm. Well, don't wait any further. There's something out there. It's called grandmatch.com. And what Grandmatch does, they match thousands of grandparents with just the right kind of grandkids. Finally, the pressure is off. Who needs deadbeat grandparents out there? There are good grandparents that you can match and find out there. Grandmatch.com.
I'm surprised no one has thought of this before. Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure the site is user friendly. Mm-hmm. There's pictures, a little bio. Grandmatch.com.
Yeah. All right. Well,
look it up.
It's an unusual sponsor, but
It is.
I don't know.
But it's our very first official sponsor.
Yeah.
So
grandparents have to watch football, I guess. So,
hey, it's a lonely world out there.
Yeah.
So,
Are you going to talk about the boxing match, Hooker versus Saucedo?
Well, yes. Yes. Actually, I'm glad you brought that up. Yes, the Hooker. All right, Hooker versus Saucedo. That was here in Oklahoma City, down at the Chesapeake, the Peak. Sometimes we refer to it.
Oh.
Maurice Hooker, he's able to retain the WO title with the thrilling TKO. So basically, like Saucedo got in a couple of good shots on the Hooker, but I believe
Hooker.
Yeah. Maurice Hooker, the Hooker.
Okay. Is that like his? They don't call him that.
Do they? I don't know.
They should.
Do they call him the Hooker?
Go with it.
Well, I know
why fight it?
Now, Saucedo, he did knock the Hooker down.
You think he has a strong hook shot?
If he doesn't, then
maybe.
it's like, I don't know.
That's a thing, right?
That's false advertising. Yeah,
that's a hook?
Right, the hook. Yeah, it's
a
a reach around punch.
Yeah.
Hang on. Okay.
Hookers and reaching around.
It's around. No, it's not a.
The hooker reaches around?
It's not a full reach around punch. We talked about that before.
It's a side reach around.
Right.
It's a reach aside.
Unspoken rules, you don't punch a dude in the ass. I guess that would be a full reach around hooker shot. But
was this a rule? I didn't know that.
There's unspoken rules. You don't do a reach around punch in the ass.
I've never heard that. I don't even know if I would mind that. Why is that such a bad thing?
Because you're getting punched in the ass.
Of all the places I could be punched, though.
I'm just saying. Okay. Yeah, the hook shot is kind of a reach around because, their defenses are up. So you're doing the reach around because you're trying to, like if you hit a person
straight up in the chin.
See, you're going to learn something today. If you hit somebody frontal in the face, if you hit a frontal reach around
hookers. Okay. Are we talking about boxing
still? I think we're still talking boxing.
Okay.
But for real, you hit somebody in the face, it stings, it sucks.
Yeah.
But a lot of times it's usually not the knockout blow. It's usually when you're getting the sides.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, the uppercut?
There's particular.
The uppercut doesn't do it.
These are your vital, those are the things that if you can strike it if you strike it just right, you just go down. Like you can't the person.
But the uppercut is included though.
Right, the person can't really control.
Okay, so
you know what I'm saying? There's the front. There's the frontal shot.
You're right. I did see this. That's what I mean.
Go down,
this is educational.
Well, the hooker did go down. I lost my thing.
Seventh round.
He went.
TKO.
Well, no. Hooker. The hooker won in the 7th round, but he did get knocked down. The hooker went down. Was it 2nd round? And so, I've always been taught you can't keep a good hooker down. So he gets back up. Gets the 7th round.
You were taught that?
I was. Well,
who taught you that?
I don't
What
want to.
What kind of lesson is that? You can't keep a good hooker down, son.
You know how you always have at least that one uncle?
Okay.
There you go. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, sometimes you need some life lessons like that.
Sometimes you do.
I guess. Although, wait, what obstacle is one faced with where they need that lesson?
Dude, if you knock a hooker down, she's going to get back up and win, just like in this fight.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so this is the one.
So Maurice Hooker won.
This is the one case, but in every other case, you can't keep a good hooker down. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
That's the lesson. Okay.
So
even if you're trying to oppress hookers.
Yes, if the bad ones don't get back up.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's how you determine it.
Right.
That was a bad one. The good ones always get back up.
You have experience with hookers, though, actually. You have second-hand experience with hookers.
Thank you for saying second-hand.
Yes.
I want that to be clarified.
Not first-hand, but second.
Not that I'm judgy.
I have the same, I have part of the same second-hand experience.
Yes.
Yeah, same story.
Okay.
We've...
Okay.
Right.
Hang on, yeah.
Same hooker, both of us, two
this
guys,
is
one
really
hooker.
making it more weird, but it's a weird story, so we'll run with it.
Okay.
Kenneth, I don't know if I've ever told you this story, and I know I haven't told this story on the show. This was many years ago. I had a roommate. I'm not going to give his name out for, there's no permission, right?
Can you say his first name, maybe?
Todd.
Okay. I was asking. You didn't have to say it.
So eagerly.
Todd's a pretty common first name.
Yeah. Okay.
It's his real first name.
Some identities have been changed.
But it's
Right,
But
yes,
it's,
exactly.
But it's weird. It's Todd with one D.
Is it?
Yeah, he didn't have two D's,
That's weird.
which
Most
Maybe it
most
was-
guys don't.
Maybe it was short for something.
So Todd, this is a great story. 1D Todd was my roommate.
Yeah. Fantastic guy. Lots of stories come from that guy.
Quick background on 1D Todd. I can't keep calling him 1D Todd. Okay, Todd, absolute alcoholic. Literally,
Worst I've ever seen.
Wow.
there's no exaggeration. He would get a 30-pack, those big the boxes, the cans, Busch Light.
Yeah.
He would drink one of those every single damn day. He worked, he made like good money per hour, but he also made tips. So he always had ready cash. And so he would smoke
3 packs.
It was 2 or 3 packs a
3
day,
packs.
and he drank Busch Light, and he had it timed. Like it's amazing. He had it timed to where he drank and just knocked out that 30-pack throughout the entire day.
Textbook alcoholic.
Over 1 per hour, a little over.
Something, yeah.
Textbook alcoholic because you
And
have
he
to
didn't
keep a
eat.
pace.
He rarely ate.
Yeah, he was getting all of his calorie intake from
He rarely ate.
beer.
Guy was great personality though. I don't know if it was the Busch Light talking or just.
Yeah, how do you know?
But that was my roommate, and so
Where was that? Here?
it was here in
Yeah.
Oklahoma City. Here in Oklahoma City.
Okay, so we're at
Sometimes I could tell too much.
so we're at a gas station.
We're at a gas station. I'm getting
I'm
gas.
in the back seat of your Mustang. You had a beautiful Mustang.
I did. V8. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Love that car. V8 Mustang. We're at the gas station. Todd goes in to get cigarettes or whatever. That convenience store would not have the 30-pack. It was just one of those smaller. I'm sure he was just getting cigarettes. But he goes in. I'm gassing up. It's just a normal, you don't expect anything to occur. Well, Todd was not a ladies' man. Let's just say that. Not even close. Like,
He probably thought he was.
he was smelly and offensive, and
He could
maybe
be.
not in that order. Yeah.
He probably could be, but the alcohol
Yeah.
was just, and the cigarettes. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was just a blend of, it was a soup. Yeah, it was just a narcotic, alcoholic soup
Right.
that was put together by Anheuser-Busch.
But obviously he landed one, which is surprising to anybody that knew him.
Well, you're already trying to give the end of the story. Well, not the story, but the end of the life story right here. But he.
No. I was saying in this at the convenience store.
Oh, yes.
He hits it off with somebody.
So he comes out of the convenience store, and it's her and this girl
Right.
who seems energetic.
Yeah, that's true.
She's ready to party. She says as much as she's coming out of the convenience store. Let's party!
Is that right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Remember,
in the
because she
car.
has like this almost like a rabid animal look in her eyes. You know, kind of like, hey, let's party. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, I'm
Right.
down. We're younger, we don't care. We're like, okay, let's party.
Or ignorant. I mean,
One problem was,
yeah.
and I remember this specifically. One problem was it's noon. Okay, so it ain't like normal party time.
I kind of remember that now that you
Yes,
say it.
it's noon.
But I'm in your back seat.
You're in the back seat.
And she gets in.
And the Mustang does not have a big back seat, by the way.
No, but when you're young, that's not as
You
big a
don't
deal.
care. You don't care.
Yeah, but what I did care, I don't even being young, I didn't care as much back then. But yeah, she's sitting right next to me. This strange woman, boom, right there in the middle of the back seat of a Mustang.
Yep.
Crazy. Okay.
You just got right on in.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna go party at noon. So we go back to our townhouse, and she's just like, I mean, it was like, I mean, there's some exaggeration there, but it was kind of Tasmanian devilish at times.
Yeah.
It was just like incoherent with a little coherent. Like, what's she saying? Well,
I feel like I left at some point because I don't know the end of this story that you're coming to.
well, we get back to the townhouse.
I mean, I do know it, but only through, yeah.
Oddly enough, my ex-wife shows up to the townhouse. Something with the kids. I don't know. I can't remember that part. That's
Yeah.
that's kind of the non-interesting part of the story.
Well, there's a lot of build-up so far, but yeah, there's a great ending.
But we will say this: the ex-wife is one of the scariest people on the planet. Like, she's done some real crazy crap, right? Ex-wife.
Is that? Are we opening
leading-
that up right now?
I'm leading up to something.
Okay.
The crazy.
You're making a point, really. Isn't
I
it?
am, because
Yeah.
we're back now with this girl we just picked up at
Right.
the gas station. And ex-wife, who I feel like is one of the craziest people on the planet.
Yeah.
Just naturally, no chemical, no enhancement needed.
I'm assuming she doesn't listen to the show, so all right.
No, yeah. Anyway, and who cares? So, I mean, really, she shows up. This is one of the first few times I've seen her scared of somebody. She was scared of this girl we brought back to
Really?
the townhouse.
Wow.
She was just like, I mean, she had that look in her eyes like, what the shit? Yeah. I mean, she did not stick around long. I mean, so, like, that's just to kind of give an idea of, like, what wild animal did you just fucking bring back to your
Right.
townhouse around the kids?
As it turns out, she was right.
Yeah, she was kind of feral. But,
Right.
and I was like, yeah, hey, this is happening. And she's just looking at me like, what the hell is that? And because the girl's just like, let's turn on BET. She's white. So,
She likes BET. I remember you said that. Yeah.
But it was-
Oh, it's coming back to me here.
and
It's
again,
an old story.
again, I'm not judgy. It's just like, but it's just so out there and so weird. Like, yeah, I gotta watch some BET. Like, okay, you just watch you some BET then. Like, okay. Plus, you know, Todd had his thing about you don't mess with the remote, you don't mess with the TV. I'm the commander of the remote.
I remember that. Yeah.
This girl didn't give two shits about that. It was BET time.
Did he kind of
And
like?
Todd
did he-
very reluctantly is like going along because he's thinking it's party time. So, ex-wife's gone about as quick as she could go. Like, she's like, this is too much for me. This shit's weird. I'm out.
The person that would hit people with vacuums.
Yeah. That's a whole other, yeah.
Okay, I'm just
but
saying,
yes.
throw lit cigarettes at you. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But she's like, this person is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah, she was scared of that girl. She was scared of that bitch.
Or never mind. Yeah.
So yeah, she gone.
It's a testament to how crazy this person is, though.
Yes. Yeah, I felt that was necessary just to describe. So after a while of, hey, yeah, party, hey, she now decides to go tell Todd, 1D Todd, it's time to go upstairs.
Oh.
So I'm awkwardly sitting on the couch.
This is what he was hoping on.
I'm awkwardly sitting on the couch, and they go upstairs.
Yeah. Brown chicken, brown cow.
And about 2 minutes later,
Literally.
I hear thud, bump, you bitch, bump, thud, dun. She's now coming down the stairs and like, hey, can you fucking take me home? And I'm like, damn, I'm in a conundrum. I'm the only one here with a car.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that can drive. And I don't know that I want to keep you here anymore. So the only way to get you out, this is my mind. Rude or really mean people just say, get the fuck out, I'm calling the police. That's what I should have done.
Right.
I was like, okay, I feel for you right now. I'm going to take you to wherever home is. And so I
You have a heart.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
and
no,
so
that's...
she's in the car. She's, of course, messing with my stereo and blaring it louder than I've ever heard a stereo in my own car be blared ever. I think I've got long-term deaf or disability because of this moment. But she's like hanging her head out the window,
Like a dog?
singing the song of whatever was on in the radio.
Wow.
Like, we're driving down the road. She's like, I mean, it was just the weirdest fucking thing. Like, that's just not my world. It's never been my world.
You know what's funny? Even though it makes for a great story, when you're going through that, it is not fun.
Yeah. No, in the moment, you're like, what the shit? I got to get this girl out of my townhouse.
But it's like, this is what you've got to go through in order to have a funny story in your life.
Yes.
I mean,
I don't know if it's...
The
whole time I'm driving her home, I'm just like, and she's reluctant to tell me exactly where home is. It's like, just go that way.
Well, you missed
Anytime-
something. Wait, you missed a part of the story, by the way.
No, I'm leading to that because the whole time I'm wondering, well, what the happened back there to cause, like, in such a small window of time from let's go party to thud, you bitch, thud, I need to get the fuck out of here. Like, oh, okay, let's go. So I'm wondering that along the way while crazy ass is hanging her head out the window.
You're wondering what happened.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And
I think you deserve to know.
Absolutely. So I get her to this sketchy area, and I'm like, "This is it." She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "Hey, you want to come?" And I'm like, no, I got this thing."
She's offering to have sex with you.
She is.
Right.
And I'm like, "No, I'm good, thanks." Drive off. Go home. Todd is still there. Todd, what the hell was that, man? What happened? She's like, you fucking bitch. I was like, what could have possibly have gone wrong up there? What happened?
Yeah.
He's like, well, when I finished, I'm like, damn, that was fast. But he's like, when I finished, she got off, reached over to his wallet and took a 20 out of his wallet and said, thank you. And that's when I guess he yelled at her and said, bitch, or whatever.
But that's the part that I feel like you missed. He said something while he's on top of the stairs on her way out. He says something very funny.
What am I missing?
Something, I don't know. That's the part of the story that I
think he was just yelling, "Get the fuck out of here, bitch!" I mean, you.
Maybe
bitch.
that was it.
I can't remember. That's what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, like he.
But he didn't know she was a hooker.
No.
That's the thing.
And I'm so naive. I feel like I'm pretty naive about things.
I
I didn't know until.
But she's experienced enough as a hooker.
No.
To have set this up.
That's how naive I am. I didn't know until he told me that she reached over and grabbed the 20 out of his wallet.
Okay.
Like, I think people with any sort of life experience or skills would be
Right.
like, that girl a hooker or something. But
Now we might be able to see it.
yeah, now, but never did I even for once think, oh yeah, I think we just brought a hooker to the house. Not once. And then, but he tells me that, yeah, she reaches, and he had more than 20 in his wallet.
Yeah.
Which is funny. So she reached in, grabbed a specific 20.
She was a morally conscience. She had a moral conscience, right? She was a fair hooker.
And the low-cost leader.
A good.
$20.
Yeah.
She was. You can't let
Walmart.
You can't keep a good hooker down.
You can't keep a good hooker down. You can't.
That's one of those occasions. Yeah, she was a good hooker.
So maybe I missed out. Maybe she was a good hooker.
But you know what? She's like, as far as hookers go, that's, I can see where he would be pissed. Okay? Yeah, I mean, he needed to get his rocks off. Okay, but.
For a 20?
Sure, but, and that's a fair price.
Dude.
But still, if you go to, it's kind of like, it's like going to a hospital. You don't know the prices before you get surgery. That's not fair. Wait till you get the bill.
Well, what's a hooker to do? You can't wear a T-shirt with your prices and all the services you offer.
Why not?
I mean,
Okay, maybe you can. I've never heard of it.
I think it'd be fair. He didn't know what she took. Probably it was dark. She might have taken the whole wad.
Maybe he did. Maybe she did take the whole wad. All that built up, stored, saved. My God, man. So with all that said, thanks to Maurice Hooker, we have the Hooker story.
Okay,
That's now out there in the world to hear.
that was great.
That's our Hooker moment. Brought to you in part by GrandMatch.com.
But by the way, we still haven't had a move on the chess tournament.
No moves?
Yeah, still waiting on a retaliation from Bishop to F5. So
That means he's probably pretty blown away by that, but he didn't see that one coming.
no, probably not.
No. Like a 20 getting pulled from your wallet.
If you look at the board, and you can't.
Yeah.
I mean, I can, but if you look at this,
Yes.
it's clearly there's something confusing about the Bishop move.
Yeah.
That's throwing him off.
Yeah. Well, do you think he'll go back more defensive now, or do you think he'll get more aggressive?
I think that I don't know. There's something weird about this Bishop move. I'm not sure if it's if it is defensive. He's like working both sides of the board. So, you don't. I don't know. I'll keep you up posted though if something comes up.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And then
Let's see. We're still talking about college football.
actually we have successfully gone through college football.
Okay.
So we have some things coming up. I guess we could talk. There's a guest we have on, and we wanted to predict some of the couple of things. And one of the things was the impending college football playoff coming up. So if we can, I want to take a moment. We need to speak with Nostradamus.
Oh, okay.
In this moment with Nostradamus.
Hello, it is me, Nostradamus.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. Welcome back from the 1500s.
Yes, I have returned as I predicted.
You're good. You gotta give it to you. You're good.
I am the best. Ask Nostradamus anything. I will give you the accurate prediction that you wish.
Okay, good.
You can bet money on it.
I will. I will. All right, I've got 3 things for you. Try to put you on the spot here. I've got 3 things for you, Nostradamus. We've got the college football playoff coming up. I think it seems universal that as far as 3 of the 4 teams, it'll be Alabama, Clemson, and Notre Dame, unless something just really crazy happened. But that's the consensus. But there's kind of this unknown with who will be the 4th team in the college football playoff.
Yes, the fourth team.
Yes.
Nostradamus predicts the
All right.
following. In the 12th month of the 18th year, after 2,000 years of peace and war.
I guess both things can be true, right? Yeah, there's peacetime and wartime. Very
Lots
good.
of stuff going on.
God, you're good.
A short, angry man in green rides a mighty tiger who is bleeding period blood.
Like Crimson Tide?
I know I cannot.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry.
It's just the vision.
Okay, I'm just trying to piece this puzzle together. Sorry. Continue.
This angry man rides alongside a mighty Wolverine.
Whoa. Do you get that? So Michigan, the Michigan Wolverines will be in the Final Four. They will be the fourth piece to the college football playoff puzzle. Fantastic. That's awesome. Okay. All right. Next one for you. I'm really excited about this game. Monday Night Football. We've got the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Los Angeles Rams. They had to move it from Mexico to LA, blah, blah, blah. But they are going to face off tomorrow night. A lot of people think these are the two best teams. Only a 1-point spread. People are going to be putting some money on this. What do you think?
Well, let Nostradamus tell you where to put your money. In the 11th month
Yes.
of the year
Yes.
2008.
Did you just look at your watch? Yes, the 11th month, yeah.
The sun rising. The native warriors
Yes.
do battle with sheep with curly horns.
Okay, yeah, the Rams. Okay.
The tired, curly sheep raises its eye to the heavens,
Yes.
sees an eagle playing around the sun. It empowers him to crush the warriors.
So the Rams win against the Chiefs. Put your money on the Rams in Los Angeles. Wow, Nostradamus. Absolutely amazing.
No problemo.
Whew, man, that is absolutely amazing. I'm not forget the third thing. That was absolutely amazing. Thank you very much.
No problemo.
And can we count on having you back on the show again, Nostradamus?
Anytime Nostradamus will predict for you anything you want with absolute accuracy.
All right.
Nostradamus out!
Oh, thanks again. That was Nostradamus from the 1500s, part of the whatever revolution, something, the Renaissance. That's what I'm thinking of. My random history from the back of my mind. But wow, Nostradamus, everyone. Like, who's got Nostradamus on their show?
Yeah.
I mean, you got guys who are like, oh yeah, I bet. No, we got Nostradamus, motherfuckers. Put your money on those two things.
Yeah.
Michigan and the Rams. That's going to happen. Man. So we got some storylines going on this week. I feel like the biggest storyline of the week was, I don't know if you saw or heard about this, but the Golden State Warriors Monday night lose in overtime to the Los Angeles Clippers. Well, during that, Kevin Durant, used to play here for the Thunder, gets into big-time argument with his teammate Draymond Green. Draymond Green's calling him out. And, by the way, has not apologized, he's not retracted a damn thing. You know, some people, they're like, yeah, I hate your whole family and I hope you all die. And then they're like, press conference, I'm so sorry. The words I said were hurtful. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, not Draymond. He's like, no, I meant it. But anyway, what they get into beef about is he's basically calling Kevin Durant's loyalty out to the Golden State Warriors, and he's
The famous trader, Kevin Durant's
what?
loyalty?
Say it ain't so. But basically calling him out, saying about his impending. You're seeing the video here, the impending free agency for Kevin Durant, because there's talks that this could be his last year with the Golden State Warriors, that he might go somewhere else.
What's indicating that? Why?
Well, because of his contract, and plus there's rumors he went with another agency or something, and there's been a lot of talk now that LeBron James is in LA with the Lakers. There's a lot of talk about Kevin Durant possibly jumping ship and going over to the Lakers and playing with LeBron. So
Good Lord.
it would just be another, like, that doesn't make you look that great type of move for Kevin Durant, but I don't
He's gonna
know.
copy everything that LeBron does. I mean,
Might as well, right? Yeah, I want to be like LeBron. Anyway,
Wanna be like LeBron.
like Bron. If I could be like LeBron. Anyway, so Kevin Durant, he, man, what the hell was I going to say? Kevin Durant, okay, this is what Draymond Green essentially said. He said, we were great before Kevin Durant got here, right? They won a title without him. They broke
beat his team, right?
and they beat his team, which is our Thunder,
yeah.
down when we were up 3-1 on them. Anyway, the person that choked in that series was Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. I always throw that part out, too. People always put it all on Kevin Durant, but it was both. It was both him, Durant and Westbrook choked in that series. But, it's kind of a half-truth. It's kind of a point, kind of a half point. Like, you're like, well, we won a title without Durant. That's true. They broke the single-season record for amount of wins in a season without Durant of 73 wins out of 82 games. That's a record. That is true. The problem with that is the very next season they got back to the finals and they lost because they could tell that they were right there, but they weren't good enough. Then they get Kevin Durant, and now it's like, well, crap, we're unstoppable. This team has always been and will always be Steph Curry's team. And I don't know if that gets under his skin, but what's ironic about Kevin Durant was even when he left OKC, he was like, I don't want to be the man on my team. I just want to go play basketball. So he was relinquishing that role to Westbrook. And that was one of the reasons he went to the Warriors, was like, I want to go there and just have fun and play basketball and be on a great team. But now it's all of a sudden he's changing. It's like, well, I want to be the man. Well, you can't have it both ways. And it's ironic as well, because if he left Golden State and went to the Lakers with LeBron, he still would not be the man. LeBron would be the man. It's just, I don't know.
I'm trying to imagine both of their personalities on the same team.
Like if they would mesh.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
so if LeBron is the man, does that mean Kevin Durant is the woman?
That's
Hell yeah.
true.
Yeah. LeBron would be the king. And ergo,
You got to have one. In every relationship, there's a dominant. In every relationship, there's
Kevin
a
Durant would be the
dominant and a
bottom.
non-dominant.
right.
Kevin Durant would be the bottom.
Right, bottom.
Would he be
In this case.
Would he be the trophy wife?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I saw his hair looks like it's thin.
Yeah,
I don't
he's
know
not a
about
trophy anymore. He's got trophies, but
kinda
he's not.
pretty.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
so in that way,
Yeah,
he
in that
is
way.
kind of the trophy wife.
Yeah.
See, in this relationship, I'm the trophy wife.
Very true.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not video yet, but you definitely make the show look better. Does that even make sense?
Yeah.
We're not video, but
I know.
you look.
No.
Make it
Yeah.
look better.
If there were video,
If there were video,
I'd elevate. There's a reason. Yeah. But I think we both have
I
faces
elevated
for,
last night.
Radio.
I'm just kidding. I'm just,
Yeah,
bad
faces,
joke.
yeah.
Faces for radio.
Exactly.
That's what I've got. Now, more NBA stuff. Freaking Jimmy Butler goes to the 76ers, right? They lose. And But then last night, he's able to pull off his first epic victory for the 76ers. Kemba Walker for the Charlotte Hornets scores 60.
Holy crap.
Probably never heard of Kemba Walker, but he's really, really good. But he plays in Charlotte, so nobody really ever hears about him. But he rocks out 60 points last night. But Jimmy Butler is able to hit the game-winning three in overtime to defeat that 60-point performance. Nice. And so the 76ers, I mean, it's one of those games like you and I are not normally going to watch a 76ers Charlotte Hornets game. It's one of those that you wake up and you're like, oh, well shit, he scored 60 points last night. Yeah. What the hell? But Kemba Walker, that's a dude that Charlotte, I just... Maybe I could have asked Nostradamus about it, but I don't think they're keeping Kemba Walker. That dude's going to probably go somewhere and try to team up with someone, and we're going to create our own little super team or something. But Kemba can play, man. That dude can score. But, yeah, that happened last night. And then, okay, these rumors came in. I'm bouncing sports right now, but this is the weirdest fucking thing. The NFL rumors this morning. The Browns. The Cleveland freaking Browns are talking about interviewing for their new head coach, Condi Rice. I'm not making this shit up.
Nuh-uh.
It sounds like you can look it up right now.
As their head coach?
You can look it up right now.
Okay.
They are interested in interviewing Condi Rice for their head coach. Now, mind you, just a quick survey of her resume. Condi Rice was Secretary of State for George Bush. She was also part of the college playoff committee that once the college playoff thing started and they determined which teams go in. She was kind of the head of that to try to keep things as unbiased as possible from 2013 to 2016. And, this just in, she has zero football coaching experience whatsoever.
You know, she became Secretary of State with. She was a piano tuner, I think.
Yeah.
Professional training.
So she has a history of getting odd jobs for no reason at all. But look, here's what's interesting on the news.
Yeah, ESPN.
ESPN.com versus Fox News, okay? ESPN.com is reporting Cleveland, 3 hours ago, mind you.
Yes.
Cleveland Browns want to interview Condi Rice for a head coaching job.
Yeah,
but now
ESPN, not TMZ,
right?
Not National Enquirer,
yeah,
or The Onion. Okay,
yeah,
like an ESPN's reporting that, and then now Fox News an hour ago is like, they're refuting that report.
Yeah, but who can trust Fox? I don't know.
Right. It's just ridiculous. Obviously, if that were to happen, she would be the first female interviewed for a coaching position in the NFL.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
ever. But it would also be it would be the silliest. Like, shouldn't you have some sort of coaching experience? Like, I'm sure there are female what would you call them, like maybe a position coach or something like that. Even that would at least give. It still wouldn't be that credible because it's only one position. Usually you need to become like a coordinator, or you need to, you got to work your way up. There's a system here, and I get it that the system's not set up for women, but just to randomly be like, yeah, Condi, boom, head coach. Yeah. Let's see how this goes.
Like, does Andy Reid have any impact on his team?
Well, she's an avid football fan, it says.
Well, that helps.
When you Google her name, one of the first things that pops up is,
yes,
when did Condi Rice die? I wonder why that is.
Huh.
What?
Google is weird, though. Have you ever watched those videos where people do the Google Ask thing?
Yes.
And they've got weird questions on there?
Yeah.
I think that it's possible that this rumor started because of this picture.
Because she's holding up the USC Trojan football?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, no. I think this may have done it.
Because of the Cleveland Browns jersey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Supporting the NFL, showing my passion. So she's a Browns fan.
So she went out there on Twitter. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe it's just
That's a good story, though.
It would just be more of the same for the Cleveland Browns. Like, you would get now even more made fun of if that's the case. If I was the Cleveland Browns, I would refute it too.
What if they won? What if they
Well, they're winning some now. But
maybe the coaching position is just not that important.
It's not baseball.
I think it is in football. There are sports where that is the case. Baseball. Coaching is hardly even a thing anymore. There's just too many geeks up in the box telling you what to do. Like, now you need to shift your guys over this many degrees to the angle. It's all the Moneyball shit now.
Right.
It's so much Moneyball. Like, the manager has, I won't say zero influence, but it's pretty damn close. And then basketball on a pro level. In college, the coach means everything. Mm-hmm. But in pros, it's just like, yeah, shut up, just give me the damn ball. You know, I mean, it's just like...
Especially the Thunder. Russ here.
Truth. But
We had some truth serum.
In the NBA, it's like, oh, we've got the best players. Just go out there and be the best players. Thanks. We'll draw this up. And by draw this up, I mean you get the ball and you shoot it. Do that. Yeah. Football is actually a little bit...
But the quarterback also makes a lot of decisions. Also, the offensive coach.
He makes changes at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I could.
They script plays.
Yeah.
I mean, they all script plays at the beginning of the game. You usually have about a script between 15 to 20 plays to start the game, and then you adjust.
But I mean, I think that I'm wondering if maybe the coach has more of an administrative role, and that really the magic is in picking your offensive coach, picking your defensive coach. You know, picking your people.
Sure.
Actually getting the wins.
Well, usually if you're becoming a head coach, it's because you were very proficient on one of those sides. The really smart head coaches do a great job of finding someone that knows the other side really, really well. Some of them don't. They're control freaks, and and it just doesn't work out. But like, an example of the Bob Stoops thing. Bob Stoops was an amazing defensive coordinator for Florida when they were winning national championships or when they were big time, right?
Yeah.
So he comes to Oklahoma, gets the head coaching job at Oklahoma, and he's like, I'm this really badass defensive coordinator. What I need and what I'm open to is bringing with me some badass offensive coordinator that his thought process was, what kind of offense would I absolutely hate to try to defend? His offense. Yeah. Hey, you want to be my offensive coordinator? I'm going to go to OU as a head coach.
Right.
And he got Mike Leach, who's...
Smart guy.
Right. That's a smart way to do it. Some people can't do that. Some people are in their heads too much. They're like, no, I like this. We're going to ground and pound and blah, blah. Like, get out of your own head. Right. You're really smart here. Find somebody that's really smart over here, and
So even though the Condoleezza Rice story is kind of weird and probably not even true,
I wonder how much truth there is. I wonder if there's some truth, and then there's backlash, and then the Browns are like, no, there's no truth to it.
Right. Yeah, maybe it was true, but they don't want to admit it. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, they're seeing it as, well, we're progressive and we're moving forward, and oh shit! All right, we're catching a lot of hell because she's never coached anything in football before. No. Just kidding, JK.
You know, people in politics. There's a lot of people that are unqualified, and it's a theme. You know, you got the guy from Celebrity Apprentice or whatever. Running the country.
It's true.
That was the name of the show, right? Celebrity Apprentice.
Celebrity Apprentice, I believe.
Yeah, and he's our president. I don't want to get political. I'm just saying that's a fact.
Well, this almost seems like it would be a political move, like in some regard. You know what I'm saying? I would think so.
Okay.
So, all right. With that in, it's now time for our Grandmaster Champions of the Universe. Masters of the Universe update in chess.
Yeah.
It's halftime.
Yeah, so this week at the Cheyenne Masters, Dean Lyron kept his undefeated streak by drawing with black against Anish Giri, while the Radoslaw held his own. And, even got some chances against Yu Yangyi. Yeah.
Really?
Right. Lot really going down there. Let's.
I didn't see that coming.
No, a lot of people didn't. He was a real underdog in that fight. But in the game that we were keeping up with, let me check in on that bishop move to f5.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that has me on the edge of my seat.
Okay, we're actually just gonna take a live feed here. Let's take a look at what's going on here. Looks like he's still checking out the move. He's still checking it out.
Okay. What did he do there? What was that?
He almost moved a piece.
Oh, okay. I thought, dude, whoa.
Yeah. This is riveting.
Holy shit.
Okay, but oh my gosh, hold on. I'm hearing something.
Yeah.
I'm getting feed from the championship right now. I think they're about to make an official move.
Yes.
This just in. Maxim Vachier-Lagrave neutralizes Nikita Vigilov in 30 moves.
No way.
To start the tournament, finishing. The bishop was poisoned. Let's check in on. Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah. My God. Oh.
Okay.
The people are going nuts. They were quiet. Hell, they were in a damn coma until now.
Here's the clip. Lagrave advances his bishop to f5. Vigilov returns by capturing the bishop with his rook. It looks like the bishop was poisoned.
Oh.
Lagrave comes back with queen at a3. Oh my! Oh my! Lagrave wins! Checkmate! Oh my God!
My God. Wow.
I didn't see that coming.
I didn't either.
Yeah, so we'll see if the Frenchman can repeat tomorrow when he faces down the rating favorite Ding Liren.
Oh, Ding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely amazing player Ding is. That's gonna be a tough matchup.
Yeah, from November 3rd to the 23rd, Women's World Chess Championship will take place in Condi Rice, Russia, if you didn't.
So that's going on now, and that finishes up this Thanksgiving week.
Right.
Wow. So, well, if we can, maybe we can have an update on that.
Yeah, I can try to keep us updated.
Yeah.
Yeah, this particular version is a knockout system with 64 chess players from 28 countries.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, qualified in various ways to participate.
What? What does that mean? Qualified in various ways? That's a pretty open-ended, like, qualified in what ways? Like, it seems like the one way would be chess, right? But various ways.
That's the report, yeah.
What, they got a good reach-around punch?
Maybe they lost. Maybe there was a no-show. Maybe they did a little something.
Hey.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, there could be some.
Maybe they took his rook and.
We need to check out the Me Too movement in the.
Maybe they were Secretary of State.
Right.
Yeah. Rattled somebody's bishop.
Ex-cabinet member. The total prize fund for the Women's World Chess Championship, $450,000.
Whoa. That's some serious money.
Yeah. Now
especially in Russia. My God. They don't let you keep that, do they? They just, oh, congratulations, we take this away from you.
Yeah,
this gets you out of poverty. Nope, you cannot have this.
Here's some of the ladies that are playing Women's Chess Championship right now.
Oh, holy hell.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah, this...
Whoa. Now, hey, that's a sultry-looking chess player right there. Glamorous Russian swimsuit model. What's her name? We got a name?
Let's see.
Surely we've got...
Beauty and intelligence can go together. Queen of Chess.
Is she the unicorn?
Alexandra Kostyniuk.
Ooh, Kostyniuk.
Became a grandmaster at age 14.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then developed physically.
Maybe, yeah.
To go with her mind. Fantastic.
Well,
Good for her. That's awesome.
Sure. That could be part of her strategy too, distract the other player.
Yeah, use what you got.
Although if you're in a women's,
Although that dress doesn't look low cut enough. Like if you're gonna use that,
right,
use it all the way, man.
go bikini.
Do they make you wear? Certainly, there's not a dress code, is there, for a chess championship? I'm pretty naive about these things.
Well, maybe no.
I'm just saying.
Maybe maybe they haven't had anybody push the issue yet.
You can't sit there thinking about where you're going to put your bishop. Well, I mean, maybe you can. If somebody's just sitting there distracted, like looking like, whoa, holy.
See, that's the kind of game I would play.
Yes.
I play dirty
Yeah.
because I'm not good.
Dirty chess.
Right.
Well, no. Who's too good for dirty chess? I mean,
Right.
even the Patriots cheat. Like, they're the best. You know? It's time for some dirty chess. We'll call it Dirty Chessgate. Dirty Chessgate.
Yeah. Dirty Chessgate.
Today on
2018.
Dirty Chessgate.
Yeah. We're going to keep an eye on. You know what?
Every time, I know what she could do. I know her move. Or if she's listening. She's not listening.
She should.
What she could do
We're
is
we're the only sports show talking about this, I'm sure. So.
She should listen now.
Yeah.
Like, every time she goes to do a move piece, do like a little shimmy. When you go to, I mean, if she does that,
Yeah.
oh, it's over. The guy didn't even know. What the hell's he gonna do now?
There's a psychological element to this game. You
yes.
slam down a piece.
Hell yeah.
That shows way too strong
Yeah,
of
with
a.
chess, it's not just a physical, like, I know you got to do some yoga and be prepped up, but it's a mental game. People forget about the mental game of chess.
You don't want
all
to dress
the time.
like this world chess champion right here. She's dressed like a nun.
Good God, no. See,
Right.
that girl, that doesn't distract you at all. You are focusing on chess there.
Right, except for the why are you
That almost
wearing...
sounded like chest hair, but I meant chess there. I didn't mean... I didn't say chest hair.
That could be another psychological element.
Right.
If the women
I
have
didn't
chest
say
hair.
you're not focused. Hey, that could be. If she brings out some chest hair to the chess match,
It'll
then-
mess up with a person.
dude, I don't think I could play her. I don't like that.
That's all I would be thinking about is her chest hair.
Brought to you in part by Norelco. Like, damn it!
She's right across from you, Norelco.
Yeah.
If we cover this and anybody has chest hair,
Yes.
we need to pick them up as a sponsor.
Seriously. Well, you can even buy fake chest hair. You can fuck with people with that, you know.
Pulling Austin Powers.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So nice. That's really good. Kind of go
Yeah, baby.
go a little gritty on them. That's pretty good.
Look at this guy, just kind of this creepy guy, just hovering over these women as they're shaking hands. You know?
Yeah. Hey, did you hear about? Matt Patricia used to be an assistant for the New England Patriots. He went to be a head coach at. We were talking about head coaches that sometimes don't get it. Head coach. He was the head coach for the Detroit Lions, and he's the head coach for the Detroit Lions. And here's the thing with Detroit: they play in a dome. Okay. The next 4 weeks, the next 4 games, the Detroit Lions play in a dome. But Matt Patricia thought, hey, what the hell? Let's practice outside.
In the snow.
In the freaking snow.
Yeah.
So he's kind of gotten aggravated with the questioning. How dare you? Kind of like Belichick style, except he hasn't earned the status of Belichick. And so, I don't know. I didn't know if you'd heard about it.
Can I defend just off the top of my
No,
head?
yeah. Do devil's advocate. Dude.
Sure, they might be in a dome, but they have to play other players that don't, right?
Like other teams?
Other teams, that's
yeah,
what I
yeah,
meant.
yeah.
Yeah.
But they're playing in the... I mean, that's where they're facing each other, is inside a dome.
Always?
For the next 4 weeks.
Oh. Okay, well, yeah, that seems foolish. But,
I mean...
although...
Have you heard about this? Matt Patricia, he's got his players practicing outside in the snow, even though the next 4 weeks they're playing in a dome, whether at home or somewhere, right?
No, I hadn't heard that.
All right. So
they can't use an indoor practice facility instead if they're going to play in a dome?
well, no,
for
he's
4 weeks?
making them like they have all those things, but he's choosing to make
I know,
them
that's what I'm saying, but if they're in a dome,
like
then-
fucking like he's like General Patton or something. Like no, fight them in the air and fight. That might be
Fight them
MacArthur.
overseas. Fight them. That's Winston Churchill, I think.
I think it may be
Is it?
Churchill.
It is Churchill.
By land, by sea, in the air.
Do you think he did the reach around punch?
Winston Churchill?
Yes. Yeah, he seems like a fighter.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's an unwritten rule, but
Is this analogous to like what he did against the Nazis?
he definitely reach around punched the Nazis in the ass.
Metaphorically.
Metaphorically, of course.
Right.
Not physically.
Although-
Not so metaphorically.
Yeah, he was
No.
a bit sickly at that time. I don't think he could throw a reach around.
Oh, here we are.
He wouldn't be able-
Winston Churchill.
Yeah.
The
There's no-
Nazis, hello.
There's no way he could throw the hooker punch. No way. Not like Maurice.
But you can't keep a good hooker down. Even if it is
That's
Winston,
the theme.
Is Winston
That seems
Church-
like that's kind of the theme of the show today.
Winston Churchill is the hooker in this case.
Right, he was. That's right.
I'll take on the help of the Americans. That's the ultimate reach around.
In other dumb Detroit Lions, if you ever wanted to be a Detroit Lions fan, just don't. I still don't have. What's up, Cam? I still don't have an NFL team. So I don't think that's ever going to happen. I like too many teams. There's too many rules. If you like this team, you have to hate this team. But those kinds of things.
That's kind of a good place to be.
So I'm just like an NFL fan. So
You're like at a buffet.
it is kind of a buffet. Some people would say bandwagon. I just say, I like football. Here we go. But the Lions are working out Nathan Peterman. You have no idea what that means. But what that means is Nathan Peterman is Mr. Interception. This is the guy that in his debut in the NBA, holy God, what am I talking about? NFL, threw 5 interceptions in his first NFL game. And he's been playing for the Buffalo Bills. He's been crappy. The whole world knows about it as far as people that keep up with football, and they want him fired. There was like hashtag movements for him to be fired from quarterbacking in the NFL ever again. The Lions are working him out. Even though they've got a healthy starting quarterback in Matthew Stafford. And not to get political, but it does leave an obvious question. What about Kaepernick? I mean, I know, like Kaepernick, I know, like you could say whatever you want about Kaepernick, but
He's better
he's
than Peterman.
okay. It's like there is a level. Like he's definitely freaking better than Nathan Peterman. Okay, Nathan Peterman is the joke of the NFL. That dude will always be known as Captain Interception. Like, so for Kaepernick to not even get a spot. Oh no, we're good.
Oh, okay.
We're good. Thank you. Oh yeah, I did the Sorry. But yeah, so. I don't know. I don't know if that helps his collusion case or not, but shit.
Maybe.
I mean, some of the
Collusion?
with the whole the NFL owners don't want to get. He's got a lawsuit against the NFL ownership that there's collusion. Blah blah blah.
Kaepernick about what?
Not even giving him a shot to come back as a quarterback because of
Of
his
the
of the
political
kneeling
stuff.
Because of the
Gotcha.
kneeling stuff.
Oh.
And at this point, it's now beginning to look. I don't know. It's starting to look obvious already, but now I just feel like it's blatant. You're going to work out Nathan Peterman?
So
my God.
So it lends itself to making him seem
Yeah.
correct.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Nathan Peterman's he's a joke. What are you working that dude out for? Like, seriously. No. But anyway, so if you ever thought about being a Detroit Lions fan out there, just stop. Or even if you currently are, just come to that realization that it's never going to happen for you. How sad and pathetic that is. It's never going to happen for you.
I wish that I got that kind of advice in my daily life, where I'm trying real hard.
Yeah.
You know?
It's never going to happen.
Like if just somebody could come along and say, I see you trying there.
But we have a shot. It's never going to happen.
Right. I hope they're listening, because that sounds like good advice.
Oh, now our very own has nothing to do with sports whatsoever, and I'm hoping she's back next week. I want to hear from her. This is riveting. our own Stephanie Kardashian's down at Astro World.
Kardashian?
Yeah, Stephanie Kardashian.
Ramirez.
Stephanie Kardashian Ramirez.
Okay.
She's been on the show a couple times. I don't know if you've heard any. There's
Yeah.
been a couple episodes. She's on there.
She was a guest.
Yeah, she's a guest.
Like myself.
We talk things Kardashian and other.
She loves the
Jenners.
Kardashian stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but she did.
Why? By the way, about that, why in the? I wish she were here because I have a different take on the Kardashians. You know that show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
I actually wanted to start my own show called Losing Track of the Kardashians, which is it would star me.
Right.
Because I purposely try, and it's funny how much I know about them when I actively avoid hearing about it.
And then you hear more, right?
It's like, but somehow I still know way too much. I've done a pretty good job recently, but anyway, I'm sorry.
Well, she's our Astro World correspondent. Couldn't have her on today,
Yeah.
but I'm hoping she'll be back next week. We could talk.
You need to have a way to be able to remote with her, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I want to work out. She did tweet out a video where people started climbing fences to get into Astro World and they were ready. They were ready to get into some Astro World, see some Travis Scott. You know what I'm saying? So, pretty interesting stuff. Travis Scott did call Kylie Jenner his wife during the Astro World. I want to get her take on that.
Who's the first guy?
Travis Scott.
Now, who is that?
He's a musician.
Okay.
Loosely.
Okay,
He's a musician.
What type of
air quotes?
Okay. What kind of music does he play?
I would say it's more of a hip hop, not R&B. I'm not even going to take it to R&B. We'll just call it millennial hip hop.
Millennial hip hop. And he calls Kylie Jenner?
During Astro World. It's crazy.
Okay.
Absolutely
that's not
crazy.
the pansexual.
Kylie Jenner?
Yeah, that's one of the younger ones.
Yeah, no, Kylie's, the younger one. She's the
Okay.
one that became a billionaire by 21.
How are these people becoming billionaires?
She's got her own company. She's got her,
A line of cologne or something?
Makeup.
yeah, makeup. It's makeup, man. It's all in the makeup.
Yeah.
And she's got other stuff too, but that's the main one is the makeup.
Right.
And I want to reiterate,
Do you think they're
if
really
it wasn't
married?
for Stephanie and this show, I would not know any of this.
Okay. Well, it's good that you take time to go over it, though.
I would not know one bit of this.
Right. But now.
But here we are.
So why do you think he said this about her being a wife? My beautiful wife. You think they're really married?
Well,
I'm assuming not, but like,
I assume
what
not.
if?
But he's giving his intentions, and 21-year-old billionaire that looks like that.
Oh, I don't
Travis
know.
Scott's trying to get his hooks in.
I don't know what she looks like, but
You don't know what Kylie. I mean, you
Okay.
have the
We'll-
World Wide Web in front of
yes,
you.
we'll check it
Images.
out.
Kylie Jenner.
I'll be honest with you, none of the rest of them are attractive to
Okay.
me.
All right. So you would not. Okay. Assuming
This
you're,
one?
Assuming you're not married.
Is it? Yeah, assuming I'm not married. Assuming.
That's her frumpy picture. Yeah. Good job of picking out the one frumpy picture.
I just that's the one that comes up.
There's other. There's
Is
other
this
photos.
her?
You're supposed to put the
Yes.
word nude after her name.
Well, that's her. That's her next to.
If I do that, then I probably won't have to worry about the what if married part. But yes.
The good news is like, oh wow, young and billionaire. Bad news is, you get the family with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yuck.
Thanksgiving will be interesting.
Kanye made it interesting with that song, remember?
Yes, he did. Well, he wanted to get them all in the hot tub.
He has a song talking about getting them in a hot tub.
All of them. And he's
Like,
very
and by getting them, I
Right.
mean getting them in the hot tub, not just physically getting them into the hot tub.
What a weird Christmas they must have.
Yes. It might be a great holiday season for them. So
we had the Kardashian update.
we have the Kardashian update. Hoping to see that. Hopefully we can see her next week and she can tell us about Astro World. That'd be great.
Maybe
Maybe
this.
she's got some inside things we don't know about that goes on at Astro World.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
No, it doesn't. It sounds like an amusement park. Right?
Yes, it does.
Did you ride the roller coaster at Astro World? No, we climbed the fences and we heard Travis Scott call Kylie Jenner his wife.
I feel like they would have
That's it? So you drove down there for that?
They would have like a Nolan Ryan ride.
Yes. Oh, nice. Nice Astro reference. Yes.
Yeah. But, so, you know, one last thing about the Kardashians.
Yeah.
Because they're having babies and stuff, right?
They're having babies.
Some of them they're procreating.
They're procreating.
Is the danger that I see there.
Yeah.
Right? They're making more of them.
They're making more, which
Okay.
is creating opportunities.
For more billionaires with makeup lines.
And you never
Otherwise,
know.
they would have no business talking makeup. It's just that since they were kids to a...
Babies making babies. And that's why at grandmatch.com, you're able to find grandbabies of all types. And you're able to match them with the right grandparents, the right personality levels, all those kinds of things.
Not the Kardashians.
Could be. You never know. Maybe you're a fit.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you know what? I mean,
Yeah.
because you got Bruce Jenner. Suddenly you had a grandpa.
But now
Now you got a grandma.
You converted.
You got two grandmas, one cup.
Ooh.
At grandmatch.com, you could potentially get 2 grandmas, 1 cup. Or is it 2 grandmas, 1 pie? Two grandmas, 1 pie.
I bet.
In the spirit of Thanksgiving, 2 grandmas, 1 pumpkin pie.
Oh, if somebody hasn't made that video, they should. If there is not
Oh
a
my
video,
God. Make it stop. Oh.
2 grandmas, 2 grandmas, 1 pie.
Only at grandmatch.com.
Right.
In the NBA, the Thunder have continued their winning ways without Russell Westbrook. I don't think it's a cause and effect type of thing, but what's great is the Thunder have found winning ways. And
They played Phoenix again.
some would argue on the devil's advocate side, well, they're playing teams that they should beat. I would argue this back. Yeah, but last year, I remember them losing to a lot of teams they were supposed to beat. And being very, very frustrating as a basketball team. Well, the Thunder currently, remember they lost their first 4, right? They were 0 for 4. They're now currently 10-5. Okay? That means they've won. They're 9-1 in their last 10 games. 9-1. That's a great start. And they were towards the bottom, of course, when they started 0-4. They're now currently 3rd in the Western Conference.
Underneath the Warriors and the Trailblazers.
Underneath the Warriors and Trailblazers. And the Warriors, interestingly enough, they're currently 12-5, but that's ever since the feud we were talking about. They were at that time, they were
11-1 or something.
They were 11-1, and now they've had this feud, and now they're 12-5. They've not been great this week. This has been a bad week for Golden State.
Thanks, KD.
Right? Golden State, in their last 10 games, they're 6-4. I mean, that's almost 500.
You still feel the hurt over that.
Yeah, that guy's
They had the potential and a shot to win a championship here, and he
everything-
bolted.
He's blaming everything on KD.
Who?
Kenneth.
Hey, I am, yeah. Fuck that guy.
I don't know. I'd blame it all on him, but yeah, it's a good portion of it.
I mean, I think it's pretty impressive that they're still in the. KD was not the only thing that kept them.
Competitive.
Yes.
Right. Like, he didn't leave town and we just went to shit.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Melo, we talked about the Melo effect last week. Melo has been essentially not necessarily cut from the Rockets, but essentially they've parted ways. Since then, now the Rockets are back up in the standings. The Rockets were down towards last in the Western Conference. They're now, I would believe they would be an 8th seed. I think they're 7th or 8th in the West right now. They're now 8-7.
They'll go up.
They've been 7-3 in their last 10 games. And, they got off to a really bad start. All of a sudden, they're starting to feel, it's just like some things become obvious. Like, we got rid of them and now we're winning. I wonder what the problem was. It was.
They need some of those Moneyball guys in the NBA on some of these teams.
Well, no. The owner for the Rockets supposedly is a big analytics guy, is what he says. But
Can't be.
well, he didn't.
Can't be.
Maybe he didn't take a look at the numbers. Maybe he.
Melo's numbers. Career
He's a-
lows last year.
Yeah.
He's a bad analyst.
Could be. They exist, right?
Analyst?
Just because you analyze doesn't mean you're good at it.
Right.
To get Amazon on that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it's maybe he was just. It is actually Brad Pitt.
That's the problem.
They're like,
But it's
we
good
gotta
money.
get that guy.
But it's good money.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get that guy. No.
Like,
Not-
no, he's an actor.
Yeah, not the real Billy Bean. The guy that plays Billy Bean. We need him. That guy really was a great performance. Oh, I don't know if you want to pull this up. There was this viral video that went out. This is crazy. It was Fitchburg State, spelled Fitchburg, versus Nichols. This video went viral. These are two Division III basketball or schools playing basketball.
Versus who?
Fitchburg State versus Nichols. Like think Nichols Hills, but without the hills. Maybe it's just Nichols Flats or Nichols Mountains.
Nichols Plateau.
Yeah, Nichols Plateau. All right, so this guy goes to shoot the three for Nichols. I've got a name somewhere. No, I don't. I had a name.
Doesn't matter.
He goes to put up this really awkward and terrible looking three. The guy comes over in frustration to defend him and just throws an elbow to his face. It's absolutely awful. Look at that. He just comes over. He's not even defending him. Yeah, he just comes over and like MMAs him in the face.
Blatant.
Yes. Boom. Hey, kid, have you seen it? Here, do a lookie. Do a lookie around. He just
Reach around.
How's it going?
Oh.
Yeah. I could just keep watching this. This is almost like therapy for me. Just keep. Bam!
Man, you really hate you want to hate that guy.
You really do, and he
Charged with assault or anything?
he was yeah.
Yeah,
People
that's
are,
more than a foul.
people are actually people are calling for him to be
Arrested.
all sorts of things. Yeah, because dude, that's just flat out.
Is there more to the story? Could there be
like
more to
sucker
the
punching
story? You know,
He just said he was frustrated. Nichols did go on to win this game. The team where the guy shooting the ball and takes it to the face. So he did literally take one for the team. I mean, not like that. Oh my God. But he took an elbow to the face for the team. Yeah. So, but yeah, that happened. And my God. Anyway, if you haven't seen the video, it's out there. It's on the World Wide Web. It's on Twitter, and I keep calling it Twitter. I know it's Twitter. Anyway. But pretty amazing. This week, I don't know if you heard about it, but Jerry Rice, he was asked about Eli Manning. Obviously, Eli Manning's having a crap year. And Jerry Rice was asked about if Eli should even be like a Hall of Famer. Jerry Rice said flat out no.
Really?
He's not good enough. Even though he's got the 2 Super Bowls, he's got Manning stat.
The pedigree.
He'll get in. I think he will get in just because he does have the Manning name and he does have the 2 Super Bowls. And I can just watch. I might have to go see a therapist for this. Like the fact that I can continue to watch this guy get elbowed in the face over and over again is, oh my God. Like I should not be enjoying this. This should be outrage.
On repeat.
I know. Look at him. And BAM! It's just not right. My God. No, that poor kid. Maybe. Oh, and I forgot to bring this little unknown fact. The guy that throws the elbow, he's a criminal justice major. Just for irony out there. So
That is.
he's just practicing. Oh my God. That is so good. But yeah, Eli Manning, if I had to put money on it, he'll get in the Hall of Fame. It's one of those things, Hall of Fame, you can get in or get not. People get serious about it. Some people don't get so serious about it. So, anyway, I think he'll get in because name and all that stuff. So, watch a Big Paul take a brownie to the mouth and
Taking shots to the mouth.
yeah, he is. A little whipped cream, a little bit of zang. What's great is you left that on and it's just repeat, and I'm just sitting here just enjoying.
It's hypnotic.
It's like those videos, those compilations of just epic fails where people, they attempt to do things and they fall on their face, or like sometimes you can kind of get caught.
Hannah loves those.
I don't always get caught up in those, but when I do, that sounds like a commercial. But I don't always watch people failing on videos, but when I do, but it is fun.
People
though.
getting hurt.
Yeah, like
.com.
skateboard guy, bam, in the face, or
I can't stand those.
Really?
Yeah, but Hannah loves them, and
They're amazing. Good job, Hannah.
Brian got hooked on an even weirder thing.
What is it?
Okay, so I don't know if are you a Reddit person? Do you do Reddit?
I've heard of it.
Reddit is awesome
Okay.
if you can elevate yourself to do it, because you can customize it and it gives you like exactly what you want.
Wow.
And it gives you all the cool videos and news feed and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I highly recommend it. But there is a dark side to it, like there is with everything. Well, no. Trolls is the least of your worries on Reddit. Okay, so Brian started watching this. They call them subreddits, which is like a category you go to,
Sure.
you subscribe to. There's a subreddit called, I think it's, I can't remember what it was called, but it basically is just people dying.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This is like
videos.
old school
Faces
Faces
of
of
Death.
Death shit.
Yeah, so it's like people just dip all the whole back to back people dying over and over and over again. And I was like, and he just I don't know, that would affect me. I couldn't watch that. And you know what too?
Yeah, I can't watch people dying, dude.
But people getting hurt is like same thing to me. I can't watch it. It hurts me.
No, I can watch people getting hurt. Like, there's just something funny about it. But people dying, that's totally different. Like damn. Dude, like that's that old dude. That's gotta suck. Remember dude, that's gotta suck.
I feel bad for them.
Yeah.
I guess there's no reason to feel bad. Actually, if you think about it, feeling bad for people dying is
Well, it's like
they're not hurt.
I don't know if it was you.
I mean, at some point,
I don't know if it was you or somebody that showed me this video.
the pain stops.
where I guess the cartel got a hold of a couple of guys and
Oh my God! Yes.
who showed me this? I don't
It
know
was
who
me.
showed me this. Was it
It was
you?
me because
they cut their heads off with a chainsaw.
And then
And I was
one
like,
of them with
I
a
don't
chainsaw.
ever want to see that again. Don't you ever?
Let me
like,
tell- well,
I just don't
let me-
ever want to see that again.
Let me tell you where I heard about that. So I'm out at work, and there's a bunch of Latinos
Yeah.
that I work with, and they were having a discussion. It was unusual that they weren't working; they were standing around talking. I'm like, "What's going on?" And they said, "So and so, Jose or whatever." I think his name was Jose. I'm not.
Oh my God.
Come on, there's a lot. I think his name is Jose, and he was like,
If you got your choice, it's Jose. Anyway, Jose.
There's a lot of Jose's. Okay.
Jose.
Anyway, he said, "No way, Jose." He says he was having trouble sleeping,
Well, yeah.
and I said, "Okay, why? What's up?" And they said, "Well, he watched this video," and I said, "What's it up?" And he said, "Oh, just some people getting their heads chopped off or something."
And you're like, let me watch.
Yeah, well, it's like when I heard about the 2 girls 1 cup thing, I had no interest in seeing that.
Yeah.
I really did not.
I got showed all that stuff at work. That was crazy.
Like it was forced watched on you?
Yeah, like
Is
it was a random series of videos. It's like, oh, you saw this, now
you
you're gonna
must
see this.
watch. These are must watch, they said.
Like, have you ever heard of Kids in the Sandbox?
No.
Has nothing to do with kids, and there's no sandbox.
Okay.
I'll just leave it at that.
Is
But
this
it is like, it's
awful?
disgusting. It's horrible. It's like, I can't get that out of my head.
Well, the thing is that I went to YouTube to watch for the chainsaw thing,
Yeah.
and it's
You?
I'm good.
You want another? 2 more. Thank you.
I went to go watch the chainsaw thing, and it was hard to actually watch. I had to go out of my way.
Yeah.
I did go out of my way to watch that.
Yeah, you can't.
And I had nightmares.
You can't unsee it. And
Yeah.
I saw that, and I was just, man, and that's one of those things. I'm like, I can't do that ever again.
I know.
That's how I know. I'm like, I can't watch people die. That's just not. I can't.
No, it does
I
something
can
to you.
I can watch people get hurt. I mean, they get back up. A good hooker gets back up. But I'm just saying, I can watch people get hurt.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
laugh.
I see what you're saying.
Facebook content moderators. It's a contracted job,
Yeah.
and they have to take down videos that people post.
Yeah.
They see shit like that all the time.
Wow.
PTSD to the max. They're like people being abused, raped, murdered.
Oh, that
Yeah.
brings me to something I heard about. The kids tell me
Uh-oh.
something called 4chan. Another thing.
4chan.
Yeah, and
What is
there's
that?
if there's kids listening to this, they know. I had to be told this by one of these
If there's kids
millennials.
listening to this.
Yeah, millennials. I'm talking about
No,
like
not.
yeah. So I'm at lunch with this millennial that I lunch with sometimes, and he's telling me about 4chan. There's a website called 4chan. I'm like, I don't know what that is. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I mentioned about Reddit. Like it has a lot of stuff, but then there's a dark area.
You enter this portal.
But I'm intrigued. I mean, I would never go to these things, but I want to know about it.
Right.
Because you want to know. What your kids are secretly
what the kids
doing.
are doing these days.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't want to walk in on your 12-year-old like, oh, hey, what are you doing? I'm on 4chan. See, now I know. You could be doing something.
Yeah, because on the fly, you could be like, 4chan. Okay, well, have fun.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
But if you know, then you're like, hey, what the hell? What the hell's that all about?
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you don't know, you could assume that he's just watching some other kid play video games, right?
Yeah.
Stupid, but harmless.
Yeah.
But in 4chan, they do all that weird. There's apparently weird stuff on there, and like some of it has resulted. So like I asked about I said, well, what kind of stuff? And he says, well, there's like a guy that tortures cats, and I'm thinking like I love torturing cats, but I'm
Yeah.
like to what level?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
There's definitely different levels of. Do you like to torture cats?
No, I love cats.
You love cats. See, so she wouldn't be a fan.
Yeah.
you know?
No.
She loves cats.
So he takes it to
Aren't
a.
cats nice?
Yeah,
See?
they can be mean, but they're
Yeah, they've got their moments.
I like cats, but I like torturing them a little too. When I say torture, though, I mean I'm like-
It's not like a level of like torture, like you pull them or nothing.
I like to squeeze
Nothing
their
like
claws.
serial killer style.
I like cats.
I like
to-
to make them mad. It's
Okay,
me.
okay, that's
Yes.
what he likes to do.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
talking that level of
Okay.
torture.
Right.
Yeah,
That's what I do.
Yeah.
I piss them off.
yeah, not like 50 Shades of Cat. We're talking like, I mean, okay, hang on, that went. I just mean.
50 Shades of Cat.
Never mind. Oh, I didn't mean like that.
What's going on with your cats, man?
.com.
God have mercy.
What?
Okay, but
So
so
two cats, one Tim. Because
so anyway, they're like so this guy is like torturing cats like hardcore in like ways that should not be done, right?
yes,
But it probes. I have further questions. I'm like, okay, how can you just get away with that?
right.
He's posting it, videos and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, so apparently, like he got caught. So like you post it, it's allowed on this web channel for whatever.
For some reason,
But yeah, people get in trouble.
No
you
moderation.
there's
Yeah.
some loophole or whatever.
yeah. Somehow they found him based on the videos that he was providing.
Right.
So and I don't know what limit. There must be some kind of limitation. Like
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. There's I don't know all the ins and outs.
but apparently,
yeah.
but apparently it's pretty dark. Is all I'm saying.
Wow. So, yeah. So cats. Who would ever think cats would get on this show? But here we are. We got
Well, it has Tim that has cats.
Two
so
cats, one Tim.
two
two cats,
one-
one Tim.
Oh my God.
Does he have two cats?
He does have two cats. Remember, we talked about this.
I was just trying to remember.
Yeah.
A little bit of licking involved there.
Huh?
A little bit of licking involved.
I don't want to speculate. I know that they're happy to see him.
He's talked about the cats on the show, though.
He has talked about the cats on the show.
Okay, I just wasn't sure how many.
Yeah, he's
he
not
had.
allowed to have them, but he does. So that's, it's a thing. But in secret, he stashes the cats. So, all right.
He stashes.
Yeah, that's right. So,
He's not supposed to have them.
no, it's not pet friendly, although it should be. Like, who cares? Like, the smells when you walk into the place. What will the cats add to or take away from? I don't,
To the apartment complex?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, they shouldn't really be freaking out about cats. They should be more worried about the fact that the basement level apartments leak when it rains. It floods.
Yeah.
I think that would be a bigger concern.
They probably don't care.
They don't care. They're like, hey, here's a random rule. Oh, you broke it. Get out.
Right.
You broke it. Oh, the walls are thin, that's for sure. I'll just leave it. I'm not even sure where I was going with that, but the walls are thin.
I think you have to explain now how you know that. And
It's like an amphitheater of different things happening around you.
they're reflective.
Yeah.
That's not the same as thin.
Why do I think of Batman when he opens up the access to cell phones? Like, you know what I'm saying? He's
The
like,
sonar.
Yeah, it's sonar, and I don't know.
Are you saying Tim is Batman? Hey, come here, kitty.
That would be like the favorite thing.
Both of you cats.
That would make his life. That wouldn't make his day. That would make, if you're like, you are Batman. I am Batman.
Right.
Cats.
Maybe
Go investigate.
It's like this. It's the kitties. I got the kitty cats in the back cave.
Let me get to the bat cycle. Ching ching. Here we go.
Maybe the music plays as he's in there.
See, I took it back to the Tim Burton.
He's got Tim Burton music.
That's still one of my favorite Batman music. So
Oh, it is. It's
I
good.
love it. Oh my God, it's so good.
Yeah.
I mean, the Nolan Batmans are great. They, never take away from that. But the
Except
music,
for the Batman voice.
yeah,
How did that slip through?
it's bullshit. We haven't really ever talked about this DC shit that's gone on.
Yeah.
We haven't. But I will say one thing that they
Don't get me on my soapbox.
I know one thing they got right was the Batman voice.
Yes.
That was the one thing they got right. It
Yeah.
wasn't him having to go, well, I'm going to make this decision. It sound like this. He knows you're Batman. Why are you talking to him like that?
I love that. I felt, you know what? It made me feel stupid.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I heard him do that, he had a voice modulator.
Yes.
Did you think about the problem?
Voice modulator.
Okay.
Duh. He's
so
a
you're
tech guy.
You're sitting around creatively talking to people, and you're like, okay, we've got a guy. He's a billionaire. He's a superhero.
He's got all these
Now
characters.
how is he gonna disguise who he is?
How?
They'll recognize his voice, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Now you have two solutions. One guy was sounding like he's choking on a pretzel.
Yes.
And then you had another solution, which was, he would purchase a $10 toy at a.
Created himself, or
Yeah.
Wayne Technologies or whatever would create a voice.
Right.
But
Which would actually, if somebody were in that situation, they would.
Enterprises. Wayne Enterprises.
Thank
Right.
you very much. Okay.
If they wanted to.
It was one of those moments where my mind just kind of was like going blank all of a sudden.
Imagine if you were actually Bruce Wayne and you had billions of dollars.
Yeah, imagine you were actually Batman.
And you
Imagine that for a second.
Yeah, and you got all your toys and stuff, and you're like, but people are gonna recognize my voice. This is exactly how you would solve it.
Yeah, this is a problem.
You would not do the.
I think his cow pushes on his throat, so it makes his voice.
You think it's accidental?
No. I think there's a purposeful thing there to push on it to change his voice.
Just concede
In the new ones.
I have no idea.
No, just concede to the voice modulator is the smartest. Like
It
that's
was,
just
yeah.
Oh well, that would be the smartest
made
thing.
sense.
it's the obvious.
The
Like
movie
holy
was
crap!
the movies were awful,
Absolutely,
but that made sense.
yes.
Yeah.
That was the redeeming, or not redeeming, but that was the one thing you're like, well, shit. Why didn't we think of that?
Yeah.
That was.
If only Nolan.
God, you put that with Nolan.
It takes
and
away from the
Christian
Nolan
Bale,
movies.
and you've got this thing. Man, this thing's knocked out. You don't. You take away the Batman with nipples. You put in the right actor, and you get the voice modulator. You just piece these things. It's like you've done it. You know.
Yeah, don't put Ben Affleck in there, but yeah.
The next movie is going to be a younger actor.
I know Affleck's out. I think.
Well, they wrote the script for a younger Batman. That's part of the problem too.
Did they really?
You mean the one?
Not the Joker one, the other thing.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix is playing the Joker.
That's just
I saw
creepy.
that.
That's just creepy looking.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's almost
on.
like it's
He's
almost like
creepy
it's a contest on who could be creepier. It's like no, who could be like the better Joker, not who could be creepier. Like I don't know.
But I like Joaquin Phoenix.
I like Joaquin Phoenix too.
And
I just
Liked him until I saw the Joker photos.
I don't like the Jared Leto Joker.
I don't either.
I think the Jared Leto Joker was.
Look, if Joaquin Phoenix is basically
just a little
Shit,
bit
let
over
me
the
put it
top.
out there. The Cesar Romero Joker was better than the Jared Leto Joker.
okay, true, right?
You know that reference?
Yeah.
Cesar Romero?
Adam West. Adam West.
Hey.
There's a quote from Adam West, by the way, that he said that in my show I never had to say I'm Batman because everybody knew who I was.
Ooh, man.
He's saucy.
He was saucy.
He's dead.
He's now bat dead.
Quick to the bat grave.
Quick, to the bat coffin.
What's this? What is the matter with?
Let's just get on that train. It's like,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, no.
But
Jared
yeah,
Leto
you know,
Joker,
but-
absolutely
okay,
horrible.
Okay, but you know what? If, Joaquin Phoenix, if he's going to, if your beef with him is like, oh, he's just duplicating what Heath Ledger did or whatever, I get that. But like, did you love Steve Perry on Journey?
Yeah, how could you not?
Right. They got this new guy from the Philippines.
Yeah,
Sounds exactly like Steve Perry.
yeah.
I love it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're always like, I wish Steve Perry was doing it.
You know he's back now. Did you hear about that?
No.
He's back.
Steve Perry?
Steve Perry.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's awesome. That I don't even believe it.
He's back.
This is like the
We talked
Condoleezza
about
Rice
this-
story.
We talked about this 3 shows ago. Because his wife died of it was like breast cancer, something like that. He had a younger wife, and as part of her final days, for real, she said, "You need to come out of being recluse, and you need to go. You need to do
My
music again." And so, but he's not getting back with Journey. He's doing his solo shit.
Dude!
Seriously.
What is his beef with Journey?
I don't know, but he does not want to get back with Journey.
He needs to get over
So
it.
he's now back. He's got a album thing going. It sounds like that nobody's heard of, and
Oh, come on, dude. Just get back with Journey.
but that's what has happened. His wife passed.
I always assumed that, like, he disappeared. I just
did.
assumed he lost his voice or something.
No.
Or he was embarrassed about it.
No, I don't know, social anxiety. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
Maybe
remember.
he should coach the Browns.
He should coach the Browns. Him, like co-head coach Condoleezza Rice with Steve Perry. Don't stop believing. All right.
There's a theme. It
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, that'd be the theme for the 2019 season. Don't stop believing. Cleveland Browns.
Yeah. Man, people would get down on the Browns.
Yeah.
Are you down with Brown?
Sometimes, as long as we've got the Baker there, Baker Mayfield,
Oh, yeah.
the quarterback.
Of course.
Yeah, the Baker.
Of course, the Baker.
He's the Baker. So now we have Brown,
Okay.
or down with Brown. And sometimes
Isn't
here,
that the UPS slogan?
no?
Are you
Brown
down with
is
Brown?
what is Brown? No,
What
shoot.
has Brown done for you?
No, dang it! I'm mixing slogans now. Shit.
There's always a Turkish kind of.
There really
familiar
is. Yeah.
thing with-
Turkish Brown.
Yeah.
Brown Baker.
It's like, you know what? I cannot hear something with the word Turkish on it without thinking something dirty.
Yeah, no, it lends itself to that. Like,
Even
hey,
if
let's do a Turkish handshake. You're like, it could just be a normal handshake.
Yeah.
Or like the fingers in a different position, like you get like your index in or something. I don't know. But anything Turkish, it does sound like,
Yeah, because I think it starts with the Turkish bath,
Yeah.
which isn't dirty per se. I don't
No.
think, but I didn't know that.
But it sounds, yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to go take a Turkish dump. I
Right.
don't know what that means.
Yeah.
But it can't be good. Although the word dump probably does. But it could be something completely clean.
Yeah, Turkish dump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to go give my car a Turkish wash.
Did it get a Turkish slosh? I don't. Now, slosh is a weird word. I don't know. Yeah, Turkish. It's just anything Turkish.
Right.
Like a Turkish spitter. Like that just sounds like.
A Turkish high five.
It could be just like a Turkish guy just spitting.
Right.
But it could be.
I have nothing against Turkish people.
No.
Although I've never met one.
They seem to keep to themselves.
Very much so.
And this seems like they're weak. I mean, it's Thanksgiving, for God's sakes. They're turkey, So like a Turkish
Turkish
get together. A Turkish get together.
Yeah.
That sounds weird, but really it's just Thanksgiving.
A Turkish bow tie.
You know what's always great on Thanksgiving? With grandmatch.com, you can always link up with potential grandparents that don't have grandkids.
Mm-hmm.
You find your right match. You find the right personality.
Mm-hmm.
Do they bake? Do they like certain things that you like? Do you have similar interests? Do you like Harry Potter? With grandmatch.com, you're able to find these intricacies and bring them together. And that's our first sponsor. That's grandmatch.com.
Maybe our last.
And maybe our last. But grandmatch.com. Find the grandparents that are the perfect match. Get it right every time. grandmatch.com.
Nice. I may look them up for Thanksgiving.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
I've been thinking I need my kids to
Just stay away from 2 grandmas, 1 pumpkin pie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you might be able to find that on there. I don't want to ruin our sponsorship already, but that might be the dark portal on that website.
Don't dig too deep.
Don't dig too deep into Grand Match. Don't overthink it.
Just
find a couple of
people just have to be a little normal. Things are getting out of hand.
things again.
It's like people are ruining stuff. That's what it is. We have a perfectly good website.
Yeah.
You got YouTube or whatever. You put weird stuff on there. You ruin it for everybody.
Put some grandparents in some onesies and let's have fun. Let's have a good time. Nothing like a good onesie for an adult. It just something screams comfort. If you've got a nice, like a soft onesie on.
Yeah.
In these cold temperatures,
Like with
the
a butt
frozen
flap?
tundra.
With a butt flap.
Absolutely.
When I think of a onesie,
you don't want to get completely undressed to go to the bathroom.
Right. You need to have an easy.
You
flap.
need holes.
You need a hole in your butt. And the back of your pants or whatever, your onesie. There's gonna be a lot of editing.
Oh.
For this. Kid's like, I don't have that kind of time.
Leave it
God. What a fantastic show today. We got a fantastic final from the Grandmaster Chess Masters of the Universe final.
Yeah, He-Man. I'll get you next time.
Hey, Skeletor. We got Masters of the Universe chess finals. We weren't able to. We normally will kind of watch some football and update some scores. That didn't really happen for us today, and that's okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Please.
About the upcoming Saints game?
Yeah.
So what's your prediction on that game? I know you're not Nostradamus or anything, but
I think they're going to beat the living hell out of them.
yeah,
out of the Eagles.
I need you to give me some information so that I look like I know what I'm talking about with Brian.
Okay, here's what you need to know.
Okay.
The last time I checked, and they may have updated since last game, but Drew Brees has, for the season, thrown 21 touchdowns and only thrown 1 interception all season. That's absolutely amazing. That's out of this world good efficiently. He gets the ball out quick. The Eagles are good at a pass rush, but you don't have time. He gets the ball out of his hands so fast you can't get to him, which is going to be a problem for the Eagles today. And so Drew Brees should be able to light it up. It's in New Orleans. The Eagles look like they're on their way to...
No surprises then.
There should not be a surprise today. Something has gone horribly wrong if it does. Because the Eagles really are on the downward path. Like, I think there's that realization that They're not going to repeat as champions. Hell, right now it looks like they may not even get to the playoffs.
What happened?
Some injuries, some things, but they just haven't figured it out. They lost some good people. Their offense has changed a bit and not for the best. Just don't see it happening. Sometimes it's a what they call a Super Bowl hangover. It's hard to repeat in the Super Bowl. It just is.
That's because it's all rigged anyway.
But the Saints right now look very, very, very difficult. Only one loss. Great running, great receiving, great quarterback.
Seems like every year I watch Brian.
They're legit this year.
Go through the same thing every year, though. You
That's,
think so?
That's any sports fan. It's any team's sports fan. It really is. Ask any fan of the Chiefs. Like, even fans
would
of the
be
Chiefs.
Brad.
Right.
Yeah.
Even fans of the Chiefs would be like, well, yeah, they got off to a good start yet again, but we know how this ends. You know what I'm saying? But, like, the Chiefs are still, like, doing really, really well. So that you're like, wait a minute, we this is uncharted territory.
Yeah.
So you kind of got that going on.
So you think that the Saints could have a complete year?
They have they've got it's not even a puncher's chance. They have a shot to go to the Super Bowl. Like, they'll be the favorite at this point. Them and the Rams. So, and then it'll be the Chiefs and, I don't know, Steelers I hate the Patriots, whatever. But anyway. So, that has been the Idiots Talk Sports. Again, I'm Chance Del Fuego. With me today has been Big Paul.
Big Paul, thanks for having me on.
Yes, thanks for being on this Thanksgiving week. We're full of thanks. We're full of turkey. We're not full of turkey, but
Stuffed full of
we're stuffed.
Stuffed full of turkey.
We're stuffed full of turkey.
Stuffing the turkey.
We're stuffing something.
If you say that, it's a Turkish turkey.
It's a Turkish
It's
stuffing.
a Turkish stuffing.
My God. But again, this has been the Idiots Talk Sports. Just another great week, another great episode. I believe this is episode 20.
Yeah.
We've been going on that long and strong.
20.
20,
Wow.
right? That's kind of
Celebration.
It feels momentous.
Yeah.
So great show. We did miss Drunk Tim today, so hopefully we can have him back and just keep the good stuff rolling. And anybody listening out there, we thank you so much. Thanks for listening and putting up with us, and hopefully it's entertaining and enjoying. And you all have a great week. Until next time.
Peace out.
Have you ever felt like shutting the fuck up?
Bro, I'm out, man.